What's good, everybody? It's a basketball podcast. And you know what I'm saying? It's day, you know what I'm saying? We're here with my great co host, and we got a guest, the GOAT, you feel me? Y'all can all introduce yourself, starting off with the guest.
I'm the guest. So my name is Cody. my name is Cody. You can call me Code, Dolo, whatever. You can find me at Dolo Code, DOLOCOD on Instagram. I'm just here for the people, man. I'm only here for the people. And I can't wait to to have this incredible show with you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Nice.
Okay. And, we got Hayden.
What's good, y'all? What's going on, man? We just, it took us a little while, been a minute, but we here, and we just happy y'all tuned in. We hope y'all got y'all Sunday, reset in. Y'all starting the week off strong. If it's through the week, y'all cutting this on. And yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
All right, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Well, I'm Ja. Here to have a great pod, man. I don't got nothing to support anything, but support that nigga Day Day on all his endeavors.
Appreciate y'all.
Oh yeah.
What's up? It's your boy Chemo. The old nigga, you know what I'm saying? Peace and love in here. And shut the fuck up, nigga. It's handball though. But here for peace and love and support everybody in the pod. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
All right, so y'all wanted to open up about Kanye first, right? Before we hop into the main
That
topic.
nigga's tweaking, bro.
All right,
I was on the list.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it, bro. It's like I said, we gonna launch off with that, and then we're gonna get into the main topic, bro.
Do
So,
everybody know he?
What happened to icebreakers?
This will be an icebreaker. Trust me, this will be an icebreaker. This will be one.
Do everybody know what happened to Kanye?
Hey, go ahead, Jashawn, recap it.
Kanye West on speaking about the Jewish community as an icebreaker.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Hell yeah, hell yeah, oh yeah. All right, Jashawn, go ahead, recap it. Go ahead.
It's been like two things that have happened. He said he was being a little anti-Semitic on, I think, Twitter. And then he went on Drink Champs, was going crazy. He said, he basically said like George Floyd, because George Floyd died not because he had the knee on his neck, but he had drugs in the system.
I remember.
And then he also had the White Lives Matter shirts.
Yeah, he kind of.
All right,
nigga tweaking.
All right,
the George Floyd Philly is suing him for $250 million.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Nah, that's some bullshit, bro. Like them niggas ain't already getting like they already ain't getting enough money. But anyways, bro. So I ain't gonna cap to y'all. I'm on the pro Kanye side.
Oh man.
Because all right, now first things first. Did y'all watch? Did y'all watch the whole podcast?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I was on the last five. I stopped at the last 5 minutes.
That's understandable. Now, listen. I'm not with the like slamming another race and all that. So on that part, we all on the same page with that. I don't agree with that. However, I do think, I do believe, like, I feel Kanye when he say like our people are like in a Holocaust in a way, because when you look at abortions, it's black babies that are mostly being aborted, and it's a lot of like self-destructive behaviors that are promoted through the black community. So, and obviously these things, they're not really pushed by black people. You know what I'm saying? They're pushed by a manager who's of another race, in which I think Gage saying that, the Jewish just happen to be in control of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, how do I explain it? It's like, basically every other race is capitalizing off of ours, and not just that, but also promoting like self-destructive things. So like, I feel like like we're on the Holocaust for our people. Now for the Jewish thing, he's like, fuck these niggas, blah blah blah. I remember in Boys in the Hood, there was a scene where dude was talking about something with like, building your community so people, other people can't buy it up and blah blah blah. And he was like, that's how the Jews do it. So the way the Jews do things, it is like based on like a bunch of like team building, community kind of shit. And yeah, I just think black people is one of the groups that we're taking advantage of. And also And also, I do have context with it because I remember. I mean, my dad has a bunch of crazy beliefs, but like that was one of them that he talked about to me a long time ago. So like hearing Kanye talk about Zionist Jews and shit, I was like, damn, like damn, like my dad told me that like a couple years ago. That's pretty crazy. But like I said, I don't agree with like the, attacking niggas and shit.
Could you maybe explain the attacking aspect of it? Like
I
what
think,
part of it was like the attacking for you? Or any of
um,
you. Or any of you.
I just. I don't believe in being like, fuck this group of people, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did he say fuck? Did he say that?
I mean,
I'll try to pull
It's me
up.
because I just see headlines that says that he's anti-Semitic and all that. And I was
I wouldn't
really
say that.
arguing with a dude on my trip, and he was like, not arguing. He was like, "Oh, Kanye is anti-Semitic," and I was like, I was asking like what you said. I'm like, well, what did he say specifically
Yeah.
that because I feel like you can say things like we was talking about it a while ago. Like you can't really criticize big people out here because and now it's like fat phobia and stuff like that. And it's like it's some groups that you make any type of comment and it's like it
And
gets twisted.
yeah, and that was nothing he touched on. He's just like, free thought is no longer, allowed. Everything is governed by a certain group of people. And,
Right.
in this case, that group of people just happen to be the Zionist Jews. Cause like you said, the Jewish media, they control everything. So, and with the and it's funny because a couple days later, the podcast episode got taken down actually. So it kind of like, it kind of like proved his point even more. And then with the White Lives Matters thing, it's more like he did that because like in his opinion, which I can relate to it, like Black Lives Matters, like the community aspect of it, it's a beautiful thing. But like if you look at, because I watched a little bit of the Candace Owens shit, how like they were giving donations to basically anything but the actual community. So it's like the corporation aspect of it, he was calling it out. And I think a lot of black people can relate to this where like white people be like, we care, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he was like, well then I decided let me wear a White Lives Matter t-shirt, and let's see how the white folks feel about that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, imagine a white person telling me that my life matters.
I understand.
And I mean, I agree with that. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, there's a corporate aspect to it. There's been a lot of money made off that shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, even though we should just focus on the community shit, it don't change the fact that, people who donated their hard-earned money to these people, they spending money on crazy shit. I mean, the mansion shit alone.
Yeah, boy. It's definitely people that have like profited
So
from
it was more
the
about calling out the corporate aspect of it. That cool, it did start as a genuine thing, but like over time, once I mean, once white folks or people who ain't black got a hold of it, that shit got twisted. And then the actual people themselves, you know what I'm saying, they put that money to places they shouldn't have been putting them to.
I feel like I feel like saying that now is kind of just doing shit for attention.
Saying what now?
Like just pointing out the faults of Black Lives Matter, the organization. Like he a billionaire. Like you can actually do something about it besides tweeting like a regular nigga and saying,
But he is doing something about it.
Like what is he doing?
Like shit, man. I should have watched the
Oh,
shit. I should have watched the shit again before.
And the tweet is I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on the Jewish people. The funny thing is I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are the actual Jews. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who opposed your agenda. That was the tweet.
Yeah, I feel like that's facts. I do feel like there's a certain agenda that's being pushed, and people who don't conform to that, yeah, they usually have a certain light on them. And
the issue with the things he is saying is similar to the things that
Louis Farrakhan.
that caused like stuff like that. But the rhetoric that's so anti-Semitic that he's spewing now is real similar to the shit that caused the Holocaust.
well,
And
like I'm not gonna say I agree with it, but it's
when you
just
shame a group of people who've already been through the Holocaust is not
I get that, but I feel
same.
but the reason he's being like that is because, like he said, his people are in their Holocaust, and his like I believe our people are in the Holocaust, bro. It's just it's not as forefront, It's not out there. It ain't mass killing, but like it's a subliminal Holocaust, bro. Like think out of any group of women, why are black women pushing so hard for abortion, bro?
Now we really get hit from all angles. Y'all ever heard of medical racism?
Yeah.
That too.
Like shit like that. You know, you got that. I ain't gonna lie. This might be like a conspiracy theory or whatever, but I think it's like it's kind of too coincidental that Chadwick Boseman and Kobe Bryant died so like close
Both.
together. You know, I think it was like almost like in like a sense of like spiritual warfare. Like they know that we like idolize these people in our community, and it's like let's hit them niggas. I don't know. That's just a theory I got on it.
I just feel like I feel like it's like whoever don't push this like liberal agenda all the way, you get blacklisted, bro. You get shunned, you get shamed. You know what I'm saying? Just for having an opinion that don't agree with liberals' opinions, and like that's just whack to that shit mad whack to me. Now, like granted, that anti-Jew shit, that shit was wild. I'll keep repeating, I don't agree with that aspect of it, but do I understand it? I don't agree with it, but I do understand it because this is a guy who believes that his people are under their own version of a Holocaust that are caused by these people.
Let me ask you something. You do you remember when Kanye went on TMZ and said that slavery was a choice?
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man.
Well, hold on. How did you interpret that
How I
when he said
interpret
it?
that? Okay, so like I said, I usually understand, but I don't agree. But so
That's what I'm saying. I want to know how you
okay.
interpret it.
So
I find it very odd, not odd, but very rare when I see people who agree, or maybe not agree, but can see the perspective of what Kanye West says in certain
right, certain
settings.
things, because there's been a lot of crazy shit he said on the forefront, but from what I got from that,
The slave one.
because what he said himself was like, you got all these people and like you can't come up with shit, and it's like a yes and no, like yeah, you can say that, but I mean, first things first. I mean, none of us were there during the time, so that's number one thing, and
That's
two,
true.
I think that black people are still under slavery, to tell you the truth.
Say it again.
I believe black folks are still under slavery, to tell you the truth.
So do you think when he was talking about that with slavery being a choice, is he talking about modern day slavery?
Nah, because
Or
if I'm correct,
he said, "Oh, y'all."
he did mention like 400 years ago. So he did
Yes.
so he was talking about back then. So that's why I'm saying like I don't agree with it, because back then like none of us
And
were
what he
there.
said, and I might be wrong, but I think he said for 400 years y'all were enslaved,
Yeah,
all of y'all.
yeah.
I think that's what it was.
No, the way, because I think the way, I don't know the way he said it verbatim, but
It was something like along those lines.
the
I don't
idea
remember.
of it was like people just took that snippet, slavery was a choice, and they made that the headline. Like no, like motherfuckers could be like, "Hey, I opt out of doing this. Can I go? Can I go?" You know, they didn't have that choice
Yeah.
back then. But he was
Right.
basically saying in a way like you could look at slavery was a choice in the way that black people were so deep and there was so many of us, and for going on that long, it's almost like we didn't garner any type of ability to like organize, to unite and some shit.
And that
And
still
so
applies
he's
to
like,
today.
yeah, and it's still
Yeah.
That
because
still
it's like,
applies.
I feel like when you make statements like that, you take out of context the events that led up to black people working on plantations. It's not like they just round up a group of people and put them there, and you just like, yeah, you work for me.
mhm.
Like it's hard to. I don't know. That statement it's just taking a lot of shit out of context.
Okay.
Because when you got a lack of education, two, you got a whole bunch of fear. You
Yeah,
had people actually rounding up slaves. You had shit like buck breaking, which is somebody with
read.
which is buck. They would have stuff like buck breaking, which they would have, like a big black slave. They would rape him in front of everybody. Like you got stuff like that. So when you say slavery was a choice, it's taken out of context of a whole
Yeah.
bunch of shit that happened.
Yeah, Mm-hmm.
And
That's
also the
Like
people
statements like
who
that.
actually did try to come together and rally up that were captured. Well,
Mhm.
look at John Brown, look at Nat Turner.
Harriet Tubman. You got a ton of heroes from it, but I think it's you got to look at it from various perspectives. Like he wasn't saying that to like really analyze how slavery was. He was kind of making that as commentary on like the state of black folks now, because it's like I don't
Black
know. You
folks are
just
still
like
in slavery. We still enslaved,
it's like,
bro. Like
bro, we literally
we look
we
up
don't have
to we
a
got idols that don't even own their own shit. Like that shit's crazy to me. A lot of our successful figures, they don't even own their own shit, bro. Like a good 3/4 of these niggas, they under a contract most of the time by a non-black manager or non-black person, non-black company label. So it's just like I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, contracts is it's the new slavery, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. So we were talking about all this Kanye going back to the original reason why we were here, right? Was him bringing up the Jewish community.
Yeah,
I think what happens with Ye is when I don't know if you know people like this that once they get information and they learn information, they kind of find themselves going on a goose chase for the truth.
yeah,
And in the midst of that, he's been able to find all the stuff like learn information like with Margaret Sanger and the Planned Parenthood, how they originally started off as like I guess the plan to um, um, get rid of black people using whatever they was using and their methods.
right.
I'm sure there's a better way to explain that, but you know what I'm trying to get at. Um, but him finding that information, him being presented with that information, um, I could see why it would be so easy for him to, see the information and bring it back to the people and just share it to the people and let them know what's going on. Like we always seem to have different people in different lifetimes that, come back to the people and tell everyone, hey, yo, this is what's going on over here. Um, I do believe that Ye is becoming overexposed, or I don't even know if that's even the right term, overexposed, but he's receiving a lot of information. And because he has the time and the resources to go and speak to these people and, and the I guess the pull to just be in front of certain people to get more information and then bringing it back to the people and say, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I can understand how it could be looked at as a bit wild and be easy to be misunderstood. And with him being bipolar as well, is like you give him somebody that's bipolar, Mike, and so you got to expect something to happen. You got to expect something crazy to happen. So I kind of try to keep that in mind too when I listen to him. I do believe what he finds, he believes, and
Yeah,
I'm because I'm sure he finds he'll get the information from probably someone that's notable or a source that's notable. And sometimes you don't realize what's going on right under your nose, and then when you see like holy smokes is a problem, even though it wasn't a problem in your world when you were doing what you were doing. It didn't become a problem until you recognize it to be a problem. Like
Right.
nobody everybody's, what is it, with the pro-life pro-choice joint, is everybody has an opinion until it's their situation, until it's
Yeah.
their actual, it's their stuff, then it's different. So yeah, with Ye, when he started talking about the Jewish community, I was like, ooh, this ain't gonna go well. I just thought of it like that. This ain't gonna go well, because we seen how it happened with Farrakhan on numerous occasions. I think on the Phil Donahue show, where they took his stuff, soundbited him, chopped him up, and then brought it back to him so he could explain what he said when that wasn't what he said and how he said it. And with Revolt, being such a big conglomerate, a multimedia conglomerate, they're gonna have their ties and their relationships and their partnerships, whether it be through advertisements or whatever, where they are indeed ran by someone maybe of that community or have a tie to someone that's in that community. You almost can't offend anybody nowadays because somebody knows somebody that got something. So I can understand why they took it down or why they had to issue that apology or why, because I think that was the first Drink Champs where I saw at the beginning they had the disclosure.
Disclaimer.
It doesn't affect the people. This is not against Diddy. It's nothing personal. And he said that because he was like F Diddy
Yeah.
in the middle of his thing. They had to put that there because it's like, oh well, I thought y'all was cool. The last time he was on there, he was like, Diddy, my brother, man, we do the bop. He was doing all that. So then now the next pod is like F Diddy, F all y'all fake joints, all y'all fake rappers, fake gangsters, all this. So I said all that because it's just it's nuts. It's funny to see someone that could end up looking so crazy when all they're doing is trying to explain to you what's going on or what's not going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of PR in it. Like the way he's portrayed to us, it's like everything they do with marketing and advertising and public relations, it's all intentional. So it's like
It
the way
is,
they
that somehow the richest black man in our country is sick, has all these issues, you know what I'm saying? And it's like this, bro, this some real shit. If they shun the richest black man in the country, what the fuck does that mean for you?
Is he really the richest? I thought Jay-Z was
It's probably the richest black man on Forbes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think Kanye or Jay-Z is the richest black man in America. I think somebody else.
Oh shit.
I'll
take my L.
I think it's Brian.
There you go. Yeah, it's Brian something.
Oh,
It's some
Brian-
nigga you would never know.
Right, I
He's a
got
black
you.
dude.
I got you.
No, not Brian Tracy. I'm tripping. Brian Allen. Brian Allen?
That might be it.
I'm
It's just like
pretty sure
it's a black dude with a regular ass name, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Brian. I know he up there. I know Brian Allen up there. I just don't know if it's him. And then it's also, if it's on Forbes, you get all you Forbes is, you give your information to be on Forbes. Like imagine all the multimillionaires, billionaires out there that don't give their information to Forbes.
Mm-hmm.
like all the side
You don't ever see them oil guys on Forbes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see them on there.
No, not every rich person is front street. It's a lot of motherfuckers that got money. We don't even know them.
Right. They be doing them. That's true.
Cause I feel like I'll be a motherfucker that just be off the grid. Like I'm gonna be out in like Colombia, New Zealand somewhere and just living my life. But you gotta have money for that. I have a flip phone if I could. I think I say this every episode. I'll have a flip phone if I could. There's a lot of rich celebrities that do that. And it's like they do that because they got like a nigga taking their calls and like managing their life. But you know what I mean? If I could, I would.
My cousin has a flip phone. I just left from over there, and how I see how he operates, I'd be like, man, flip phone will make my life so much simpler, but I know it will make it harder because I'm used to the apps.
It would.
Right.
And it's like, imagine someone, and it's like, yeah, just use our QR code here. And you like, damn. Like,
Yeah, honestly.
You tell me I can't get on Instagram on my flip.
No, seriously though, but that was one of the reasons I got my watch with the cellular. So like some days I just, because the watch does the basic like a flip phone too, messages, emails, and phone calls. So yeah, some days I'll just leave my phone, just have only my watch. My watch even got GPS on it, so it's like
Dang, I never thought of that.
Yeah, so it's like it's real versatile for me. Like when I went to the amusement park yesterday, like I was able to pull up my season pass on my watch, all that stuff, and even your wallet. You got Apple Pay on there.
You didn't bring your phone to Kings Man?
I did while I was driving, but then when I got there, I was just like, I don't feel like carrying extra stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, like I gotta sell your watch. Yeah, I was able to pull up my season pass, the barcode, my card, my debit cards, because the Apple Pay. Any text messages, any calls.
seeing you, bro.
It's a real good way to like just be away
Niggas
from
is
your
watching.
phone.
You can get off. You can just not be going through apps and all that. That's my biggest
Exactly.
problem. I'm always going through
Like
apps.
for example, when I used to go on my when I go on my walks before I had my watch, I went on my walks with no electronics, like no phone, none of that, because I just wanted to just be out. But now it's like I can just take my watch, so the bare minimum's there. You know, somebody needs to call me, somebody texted me. You know, we straight. You know,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
connects to
yeah.
your AirPods too, so it's like, you know, yeah, you can't lose.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I feel that, yeah, because like it is like, I mean, that was one reason I got off social media, because I'm just like, everybody, I mean, I said it before probably in the last podcast, but you know, everybody who got my number, like, that's all I need, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what, yeah. No, I feel
That's
that.
trying to get together. Just text a motherfucker. That's really
Yeah,
all you gotta do.
it's less clutter for sure, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I found this
Yeah,
nigga. The richest black man is a dude named Robert Smith.
That is a
He got the
black
most.
Way
fucking
off.
name.
He got,
Way off.
he got the most
Is
plain.
he?
gotta
Is he
be.
American? Is he American Express guy?
Hold on, let me see.
He got to be the motherfucker first name Robert, and every person named Robert, he get a penny or some shit.
Byron Allen.
But yeah, it's
Not
just
mine.
like, it's like with Kanye, with Ye, my bad. With Ye, it's like whatever he says, it's gonna be easy to take it south. It's gonna be so easy to do that
Yeah.
because it on the forefront, it's gonna sound crazy, but you know, and even then, it's not just with Ye. I'm kind of like that with anybody who say something crazy. I usually try to understand, like, because everybody has different way. I definitely have my moments where I'm teed up and I'm going crazy, but my intentions mean a whole nother thing. So like it's something very familiar to me. Or like I'd be like, oh fuck you, fuck everybody, fuck these niggas, and niggas be like, whoa, chill. And I'm like, no, no, no. Then when I'm calm, like I explain a certain way, and niggas be like, oh, well, that's not the way it came off though. And I'm like, oh, all right, my fault, my bad. So you know, it's something I personally like experience with, because like with my version of it, it's like I get very passionate. You know what I'm saying? And like with how Kanye feel, like the way he's like, I'm gonna free my people and blah blah. Like like I get that similar kind of like passion. You know what I'm saying? It's just the delivery that can be off putting at times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I don't like Kanye. I'm not gonna listen to him. I don't like it.
But yeah, I mean, my stance on it is I'm not against Ye at all. I'm not, you know.
I'll defend him. People be just bashing him because it's like,
it's so easy.
and I feel like,
You
and
make it
anytime
easy though.
people be bashing him, they just be going off headlines. Like I was literally talking to a dude, and like we was at a dinner table at the convention, and he was like, man, he was saying everything that a mom, like an anti-Kanye person would say. Nah, Kanye said slavery was a choice. Nah, Kanye don't like the Jews now. And I was like, what did he do exactly that? Like I was like, what he said exactly that was anti-Semitic? He didn't even know. He was just like basing it off a headline. And it's like
hinting at it, like it was. Oh man, yeah, that's a good question. Like, what exactly did he say that was?
Yeah, no, because like I personally didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything that was
Yes, and that's how I felt when I was listening. It was like, okay, it's a easy alley for it. It's an easy alley for a cancel.
to run off with it.
Dave Chappelle had his stand on Netflix, and it was like he said something about transgender individuals. Now they was trying to cancel him. They was like Netflix pulled this off, and it's like when you really watch it, he wasn't even really like saying. He had some comments.
It was crazy, but it was so perfect how he laid those jokes out.
Exactly.
It wasn't. It was almost as if, even though it was about trans people, that it was more about the
Society.
audience.
Yeah, it's like
more about the audience and how they received, like it was how they received it. So all they had to hear, all it took was like one or two people to complain, like one or two of the right people to just say something, like. And you also got to recognize as who has the access to these media channels that we ingest every day.
Exactly.
Because that's what he was saying about the Jews from what y'all was going off of.
Like, if I'm running, if I have my own multimedia conglomerate where I provide articles, where I got a meme team, where I can make videos for in-house, ads. I got I got ad revenue. I can control all my outlets or whatever. Who sees what based on what? I can spin a narrative for a group of people easily.
Yeah.
Like with the right with the resources, obviously. Like if you, it's called it's target marketing. It's the same. You can do Facebook ads, Instagram ads. All like I think those are
Yeah.
the same now. But ads on these platforms where everybody's looking, it just take you to say something. To take you to say something that can be backed up even a little bit. You can
Exactly.
run with it. And then if I'm a big enough company, if I'm a big enough company and I really don't rock with what you said, I could use a budget to try to get some cancel culture on you. That's
Yeah.
the
No, it's
that's
facts.
like the new version of putting money on your head. You know, it's like I'm gonna just kill you, kill your social life. You know,
Danny
Yeah. That,
Rico.
It's
and
like
these
Danny
days,
Rico.
social
anybody
capital
who don't have
money.
the popular opinion is antagonized, and like that's my issue is that nobody can really just have an opinion anymore. You know, it's like if you don't if you're not on the left, like you're on the wrong side, and like that's just whack to me.
Yeah, that shit is
It's nothing but conditioning, and it's like that shit just makes me mad. And in my opinion, it's like I feel like it's at a point now where like I'm just keep it a buck. Like trans got way more protection than black folks, bro. That's what it is.
yeah, because they
Yeah.
got white folks.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
anything white
Yeah.
people can participate in, that group set, real set. You know what I'm saying? And like that shit lame. I mean, it's the obvious, but you know, like I said, I just I feel like I had to say that. Like,
Go ahead.
That's your boy.
but
Go ahead.
but
Yeah,
yeah, you
that shit.
know, with Kanye, people see the issue with a lot of people is a lot of people don't believe or either don't want to try to learn something from somebody they disagree with because you can learn a lot of shit from somebody you don't agree with. Like I got a lot of people who I associate myself with who I don't agree on certain things with, but like there's always something to take out of it. And
Sure.
I just a lot of people just they not on that level because they don't want to be. Everybody want to live in this utopia. Everybody want to be told, "Oh, do what you want," and you can't be told a certain way about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel Kanye when he said when people cheer Lizzo for being overweight. That's a way of killing black folks, bruh. It's a way of doing it. Like because when Lizzo started getting healthy, niggas was on her ass.
I feel like the thing with that is like that is probably a way, but it's like because I get the gripe. The thing was with Lizzo is like niggas be coming for her. She should be big, and it's like if you want to come for somebody that's killing black folks, you got a dozen other motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You gonna go for the big black
Yeah,
girl.
I mean, and to be fair, yeah, he did go in that direction. It's just Lizzo was one of the examples of how the Jewish media
Yeah.
pushes that. You know what I'm saying?
And we can't let it like let her off the hook like Lizzo don't be outside. Like
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
promotes herself very well.
The
Like
Laker game thing
100%.
that's what I'm saying. Like she
was a big thing.
promotes herself well. So like when that happens, it's like, well, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So
Mhm.
if she's going to the Lakers game, ass out.
Yeah, that was
you
out of
know,
pocket. That was.
But I'm saying, but because that happened, we talk about it, whether
Right.
we like it or not. It's a conversation,
Right.
And now Lizzo has omnipresence in this Discord. I don't even think y'all listen to Lizzo.
Nah, I heard Lizzo.
Y'all could name me 5 songs, but she has her existence in here because of her promotion, the publicity, whether she did something good or bad. So I'd be thinking I'm pretty sure that's what Kanye does too.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Because it's like look at that and look at something like Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump got presidency through the same way. He just
He's
saying
tapping on that.
saying shit so wild the news got to report it. So now his name in everybody's mouth, and it's just.
I've never seen my family and even other black families talk as much and connect as much as they do when they're going at Trump.
Yeah.
Like I don't hear nobody talking. Like I do not like. I have a family, like my family group, a lot of them in there, educated. I do not hear them talk about Biden. Like it's not as eventful.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not as hey man, look at what so and so said. Like I had never seen so many people into politics as I did when Trump was in office.
Right. Yeah.
I
No,
was
that's
like,
facts.
man,
That's facts.
Like
That's
TV
facts.
show, bro. Every episode, y'all remember when ASAP Rocky went to jail and he like bailed him out? He like just pardoned him or some shit. This is like
let's bring Rocky home ASAP.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's like
Like, come on, man. We trolling us right now. But the thing is black people ain't black people us when that happened. That was such a weird.
it was weird.
It was a weird time because if Obama would have did that,
I
if
keep telling
Obama would have got ASAP Rocky out of what he was, we would have been like, yo, we not doing this. What? This is crazy. Best president of all time. But Trump do it. It's like we get into our trash bag. Nah, what are you trying to do?
it was like he was just throwing us a bone, but bro, I be telling niggas, bro,
Was
2008.
he or was he just trying to get him? or two things can be happening
Yeah,
at the same time.
sir.
true.
Like
That's
a,
true.
a big thing is before Trump was president, like black folks fucked with him.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
I think he was just trying to get more black people to like him when he did that.
Trump had black people on lock way before he was president.
yeah,
Yeah, he
I
did.
don't even
He
know.
had black people on lock way before he was president. People was, I mean, even look, Mac Miller, even though he's a white guy, he's culture. He had a song. One of his biggest songs was
Donald
early
Trump,
on
yeah.
was Donald Trump. Like
Yeah.
you
A
got
bunch of
Michael
Donald Trump
Jackson hanging out with Donald Trump back in the 80s or 90s or whatever. That's what I think it was the 80s, whatever time period that was. Like he was around a lot of black people. A lot. Even did he even? I think he would donate to like. I think I saw this video with him and Jesse Jackson or Jesse is it? He's Jesse Jackson. And it was a black event going on. Trump was there. This is like way back. Like
yeah.
he was already on. You know what I'm saying?
I think Trump just one of those people who whoever supported him the hardest, that's what he's gonna lean into. I don't think he really gives a fuck who supported him.
Yeah, cause like
Because
a lot of the
he said
bad
some
press,
wild
If you're a
shit.
billionaire, do you care? If you're a billionaire, you care? I don't care.
right?
Nah, but like I think that's where he fucked up the most.
And a lot of bad press came from the fact that you had KKK supporting him, shit
Yeah,
like
and he
that.
wouldn't denounce him. He just was like, it is
Which
what it
which I
is.
get that. I mean,
Yeah, but it's just because he want to be like, he just want to be supported and liked by a certain, like a large group of people. So
Yeah.
he's not gonna go against them.
Do you believe there's a good person in the KKK? Do you think there are good people in the KKK?
It's kind of hard to be a good person when you hate a group of people for something they can't control.
I think
What if
it's
you
I
just a
think it's
member? What if
deeper.
you- what
I don't know, man.
What if you're just a member and you're just trying to get free McDonald's on every Friday? You don't do nothing, you just pay your dues.
I think it's just a black.
But you're a good person, you do your volunteer,
I can't say you bad, but you're probably ignorant.
I think that person just needs to do better. That's what I'll say. That
I think
person.
Yeah, what if you're doing all the right things, donating to the black colleges? What if you're doing all that? but
Yeah,
he's just a
yeah.
politician?
I think it's deeper. Yeah, I do.
I think it's just being.
I'm asking.
ignorant.
It's just a question.
I think
I
it's
don't
just
know
being
if this
ignorant.
person exists. I don't know if they're even real. I'm just saying, like, have you met?
I do-
If that person existed,
It's like that Rachel Dolezal situation because she was like running the NAACP. She was running some shit, some
Yeah,
big
she's
black.
like a board member on the institute.
Yeah, she was holding it down, but she's just a white woman, and it's like
The problem was she lied.
it was just confusing. Like it was just like, but why though? I would say if you like a member of the
oh,
KKK
wow.
like that, and you trying to just get the perks from being a KKK member. I mean, it's like
wait, the perks of what?
no, like I'm going back to your example. Like if the dude,
Okay,
like
all right.
he a big philanthropist. He help a lot of black folks out, but he just a KKK member. I mean, it's like deep down, how he feels about black folks is whether he's good or bad. If he's just like, no, I think they're the scum of the earth. But if he's like, he's a bad dude. But if it's like, there are people, and he just got some like dumb reason for being part of the KKK, I just say that person is like, then I would say they're a good person, but like come on, tighten up a little bit. You could be better.
What would y'all do? What would y'all do if y'all found out that Eminem, Gary Owens, and Jim Carrey had a
That's a lot
membership
of
in the
selection.
KKK?
I'll be so
I picked these three because they come from
I don't like Gary
the
Owens.
black
Audiences.
Black or white.
yeah they come from like that art space,
Right. The
Like-
medium.
right?
okay.
Well, if you found out that they were all KKK members, would you look at them as bad people?
I would look at them different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you
See,
look at them as bad? I don't know about. I just say as bad people. These people are terrible. They don't do nothing. They just act. They just pay their dues. $15 a
It's
month.
it's the perception because they say perception is reality. So when I think of the KKK, I think of the terribleness that they've done in the past. It's just like there are good gang members, Nipsey Hussle being one of them. There are good gang members out there who don't participate in drive-bys, who are about the community. But when people think of gang members, they think of drive. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to get that perception, off of you, regardless if you're a law-abiding citizen who doesn't have any hate in their heart.
But nobody looks at Snoop Dogg as a criminal.
yeah.
He's definitely probably a criminal.
But no one looks at him as one.
I mean, but he's had a lot of time. He's the exception to the rule rather than the rule. He's had a lot of time to kind of.
That's fair. I guess. I guess I am talking about. The exceptions, though. That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because my original question was, what if is that person a bad person? They're in the KKK, but they do a lot of great things. But they don't do nothing with the KKK. But they do.
I don't think so, because if I had to guess, most of the people in the KKK are probably just supremely ignorant on black people. Like I doubt if you're in the KKK, you know any black people around you. You're probably in a small fucking Midwest town, and it's all white people.
And they've been misled.
Yeah, and you just hear stories. You grew up, black people bad, and it kind of is easy, especially now. What you see niggas like King Von and those niggas get popular, the shit they promote. So it's easy to get a super bad perception on black people if that's what you're being told. Because it's a black dude. I can't think of the nigga name. He was on Joe Rogan podcast, but he would just go around, meet KK members, and
I know you're talking about.
Talk to them.
Yeah.
They was flip. They would just be like, "Yeah, this ain't for me. I got to know you.
Oh, that dude.
Y'all down."
He had talked to the Grand Dragon.
Yeah,
he called themselves.
He flipped a couple of them. Just by talking.
I don't think he flipped the Grand Dragon. I think he just talked to him.
But I know he got a couple niggas to flip.
Okay, probably.
I'm not saying all of them, but I'm pretty sure it's a majority of people.
Yeah. I get that.
I ain't gonna say majority, but a good amount.
Well, listen to that one again, because I thought that was interesting. I saw it was so long ago when I listened to it, but I might have to listen to that one. That was a really good one. I remember that being tense. It was mad tense when he met him.
Right.
Can we get the guy's name? I mean, can someone
Find this nigga name.
Can we get his name?
But yeah, so yeah, I wouldn't say they're a bad person. I mean, people have so many layers.
You wouldn't say they're bad?
I wouldn't.
The famous Jim Carrey and them?
I don't think he's bad.
Huh?
I don't think he's bad until you do something bad. You can have fucked up beliefs, but if you don't never do nothing your whole life, dude, like you just live a regular life, do that make you bad?
But that's always that.
So same scenario.
Let me think. If a person is a good citizen, they don't do nothing bad, they don't steal, don't do drugs or nothing, but they believe in Satan, is that a bad person?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just so many.
You asking me?
There's so many.
Yeah, like
If they believe, like what you mean? Because all Christians believe in Satan.
I mean, but they worship Satan.
Satan.
They go through life. Yeah, they go through life never doing anything wrong.
They go through life, never do nothing wrong, but worship Satan.
Yeah, you can't really they got fucked up beliefs, but you can't call a person bad.
We can flip that on its head with bad Christians.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You can flip that on his head.
Yeah.
You gotta
I do
define.
believe there are bad Christians.
Bro, there's been
Yeah.
millions of bad Christians, bro. Fucking.
I don't need a whole lot of Satanists. I don't know. I don't see them much. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know where they would be. You know. And so I've probably met more fucked up Christians than I met even bad Satan or Satanists in general. I just don't even know where I would find them.
Okay.
I feel like that's
Okay, I found the dude's name. It's Daryl Davis.
That's the KKK. He would infiltrate.
The Grand Dragon.
Yeah, he black dude talked to KKK members and Try to get them to flip. Nigga got a couple robes on them.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That Black Klansman movie, that one was pretty good. Pretty good. But you got to really just weigh out like what's good and bad. And like, I think you really got to dive into the psychology of that person. Like, do they really, if they part of the KKK, do they really believe in like white superiority? You know what I'm saying? That they're the master race. Do they believe in those things?
And how much different is that to actual black people?
Black people be on the same shit too, honestly.
They
like
do.
the black shit.
Bro, I experienced that shit. I can't tell you, bro.
It's just like
I can't tell you how many times I've been around black folks, and they just like, yeah, I can't stand. No offense, I can't stand this about white people. I can't tell you how many times that happened to me, bro. And I be sitting there like, it's the same fucking thing, bro.
What you mean? What you mean by that?
Like, because I am half white, usually when I'm around black colleagues or whatever, and they're talking about their frustrations with white people, they always say no offense, and I'm like,
no offense to you.
Yeah.
That's culture, man. That's culture. That's culture.
What is it? Okay, all right.
That's culture. You not. You must be exposing your.
Now it depends on what we're talking. Is it racially motivated or like a? Does it have like a racial stereotype when they talking about it? Because I got problems with white people too. I feel like a lot of white people. Yeah, because a lot of them seem super passive aggressive for no reason.
There are I run into that predominantly come from white people, and I'm like, it's them being, white.
To me, it's passive aggressiveness.
Nah, like stuff like that is different. But what I usually hear, it's like it's not so much about what they exactly say, because like they say, they'll say something like passive aggressive or white people always do this, but it's the tone. It's the tone for me, bro. You could feel the hatred, like, like, for example, like this person I used to know, he used to just always be like, man, I hate white people, I swear. And I'm just like, God damn.
Yeah,
man.
no.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me? Like, bro, if you're just as bad as the racist white folks, bro. Like, you just as bad.
Exactly.
So it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Put everybody in a box as one.
Exactly.
Like, because when I think of white people, like, I don't think, and I think I said this amongst friends plenty of times. I'm like, I'm a firm believer that the average person ain't really seen a real white person. To be honest,
I promise you.
Like,
I promise you.
I just don't. So when people say, because I've had acquaintances that were like it usually happens when they start to learn more about the things that white people had in the past have done to black people in the past.
Yeah.
And once they start to learn about it, it's like the whole Kanye thing. Once they get in the rabbit hole, they get this information, they do that. Because once you learn what happened, it's like, holy smokes, why would I like this particular group of people? Like, I get it. However, those real white people that can change public policy or can fire a whole department of people or whatever. Like, that's probably not even them. Like, because there's white people that don't like other white people.
I don't like them either. They're the worst of me.
There's white people that don't like other white people.
White people, I hate white people. What you doing, bro? Come on, man. Don't tell me that you hate white people.
I mean, there's black people that don't like other black people.
Yeah, and they got issues too. I try to they can't hate all people.
That error, not that error, but I made that error that you was talking about with like black consumption and the way, because when I first read like the autobiography of Malcolm X, I was on my way to school and I went to a white school, like a white college, and so I read that shit, and that's when I was first introduced to the concept of like what's a token black person. Like y'all understand what that is? Like the black one and the white group. So
explain the token. White people for the viewers.
Yeah, for the podcast.
So a token black person is basically like white people will have, because it's a difference between like the way you believe and the way you act. So the way white people may see it in certain cases is if they have a black friend, that's like their token to say they're not racism.
It's a validation.
That's why I say it's a token, because they pull out that token. I'm not black. This is my token black friend. And so, it was like when I went to a PWI, it was just like I was seeing tokens all over the place. Like why is you as a? I mean, it's this is where I don't want to generalize, but it's like I do kind of get annoyed when I see black people that are just around white people only, because it's like I don't know, being around black people like and being around white people. Because when I first got to school, I didn't talk to no white people, and then when I got to my later years of school, I didn't know how to even talk to white people. Like it was just something I would like overthink because I'm like, man, I don't want to be too hood. I don't want to code switch or nothing. I don't know how to deal with it. But like as I'm dealing with it, I'm cool with white people. I have friends with just white groups, but it's just like I don't feel fully comfortable like
Yeah.
talking to y'all, or if I'm at like my mom house, or I'm just around black folks, I can like be me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, and
That's
that's the error I see with both sides, because that's exactly how white folks feel too. They're like, I don't know how to talk around these people. I just feel
Yeah,
like the difference is black folks can be vocal about it, where white folks can't be vocal about it. Because if white folks are vocal about it, it's gonna be misconstrued as discrimination, racism, something prejudice, basically. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But yeah, that's like through my perspective, both sides have the like same issues with interaction towards each other. Both sides are
yeah,
either scared of each other, both sides got wrong perceptions of each other, when in reality, like, the only perception you need to believe is your own. The only experiences you need to believe is your own. You know what I'm saying? You can't really in my opinion, you can't really have an opinion or anything on something till you, I don't know, just see it out or experience it to some sort of distance. I mean, there are some things that are like a non-deal, like a deal breaker, but in this circumstance, it's like, I don't know. You can't say one side's like this to you, interact
yeah.
with.
Yourself.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
even then, just some sides that's like putting it into just sides is a
And
way
th-
of not like it's a way you shouldn't look at it because
that's
we're
how
not all black people aren't all like all black people, all white people aren't like all white people. You know what I mean? Like it
and
ain't
to be
just
fair,
I,
and to be all right, I'm gonna let you go. Give me 2 seconds. All right. And to be fair, I did have to get used to that concept because growing up with both sides of my family, you know, like this is all white restaurant I always went to. And I remember I took Deshaun with me, and he was just like, I'm mad uncomfortable. And I'm just like, why? Like, what's going on? He's like, all these white
What's it
folks.
called?
It's
bistro.
called Bistro, Sandston Bistro. Sandston's like it's a white flight area, basically. So, we're around all these white folks, I'm chilling because, like I said, I grew up both sides of my family. But, when Jashawn mentioned that, it like opened my eyes to it because I'm like, it's just like racism in general was just something I had to like be educated on, honestly. Cause like whenever it was my birthday, you got my dad and my mom's side just coexist, and my mom and dad aren't together. You know what I'm saying? So and everybody just coexists, and everybody got good things to say about each other. And it like even to this day, it still hits me. Like when Hayden came over to my grandparents' place, and I was talking to like my white cousins and stuff, and Hayden was just like, "Damn, Dejan, like I really forget you. Like you're actually biracial," and like I
yeah,
be
like
forgetting it
you
because like
these
for instance, with Hayden, like the white side of his family ain't there. You know.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with my white side. Even then, it's like it's just one white grandparent, but the other three are black. So it's just like
Mm-hmm.
for me, I don't. Bro, we was on Facetime. His cousin named Emma. I don't got no cousins. I got Eric, TT, CJ. That Jamel. Like them my cousins. He got a cousin named Emma. I'm just like, dang, they on like.
Yeah. uh,
So let me ask: Do you all actually speak differently around other races? Like, do you speak the same way?
You got to.
I
see
do.
and see me
You
and see
got
me
to.
and see
Okay,
me.
I'm
I
asking.
don't and see me. I don't like.
I think that's also because okay, certain people know what they look like. So me, I can't talk any type of way to everybody. Like if you're a little white lady, I can't just talk to you like you my nigga. That just shit don't work.
Okay, so check this out.
And people don't understand sometimes.
So check this out. So most like growing up, um, you it's always been black and white, really. So how do you all talk to? Oh, well, first of all, I want to make it. I want to just verify. Does everyone here, I guess, speak differently when they speak to white people?
I don't. I don't.
Yes.
You do not. Okay. Who else? Who does?
The same like speech patterns and cadence and all that and tone.
But you'll take out slang.
Take out certain words. I don't say nigga around white people.
See,
Like even like
I
I don't
do.
do
I
that.
do.
I don't say certain slang, and it's not even because like I want to get you the slang, which is kind of true. Like I don't want y'all can't know all the lingo, but it's also because like they don't be knowing what I'm talking about. Like, I was texting this guy like, "What you want for the weekend?" What? And the shit, I'm like, "What? You don't know?" That's not even me. Like,
Okay, and that's
So-
cool. So okay. So how do you speak when? Okay, let's say you meet somebody that's Asian.
they get the same treatment
Do you
as
get
a white.
the same treatment as white people, or do they get more of a black treatment?
No, they get white people, and this is I think you speak to every other race besides, I guess, Hispanic people. You probably
Yeah,
speak
because
to.
Hispanic people is like I'm speaking.
Okay, now white passing Hispanic, they don't get it. If you know Mexican, you know we live in the same neighborhood, and because I grew up with a lot of Hispanic people like in my like area, and even where I live now, it's like nah, them the boys, them my gente, you know what I'm saying? That's people in Spanish.
That's because we live with Hispanic people. We don't live with Asians and Indians.
Yeah, that too.
But
'Cause it's like,
that's why I asked the question, because like, is it a how we respond to white people that's the why we speak that way, or is it just us
Any other
responding to
race.
speaking to people?
No, I think
not black.
it's white because outside of, unless you speak to like a not first generation, like they just came over, they just off the boat, they still got their Indian accent and all that. You're not even gonna speak white to them. You're gonna try to,
you gonna talk
I
like
don't know,
to them.
yeah. You gonna talk to somebody who speak a different language. So if you talk to their first generation after, or the second generation after,
Yeah.
usually Indian people, they might live in a community together, but they go to a white school. Same with Asian people. Hispanic people, we all go to the same school. You kind of every other race, we don't really grow with them. So you see,
What I will say though, even with other races, it also depends on how I meet them. If I'm with my all black friend group and they bring their friend and they friend like Indian, they gonna get the black treatment because it's like y'all like. Cause it's also like I said, I want y'all to understand what I'm talking about. And if I could just talk the way I normally talk, it's cool. I'm like, hey, we about to head out, and you're like, okay. But if you like, huh, and you don't know what I'm saying,
But
talking too fast, I'm like,
I
all
don't,
right,
I don't know though. Like I'm different to that because it's just like I expect them not. I see, bro. I guess it's the way you see yourself. I see myself as a bridge, so it's like
As a what?
as a bridge. So I come in knowing like I said a bunch of white people shit to black folks and they like, huh? You know what I'm saying? So like I experienced it on both ends, where like I would say shit like, yeah, I'm trying to have supper. And niggas like, the fuck? What's that? It's just like
boy.
it's like, oh damn. Or
But is that white though, or is it just?
I feel like that's a Midwestern thing or some shit.
Oh, you think so?
Supper.
Okay. Okay, well,
That's
whenever
like-
I said that, people
I
accuse
speak the
people.
same to both. I speak the same to everybody. Like
Okay.
I like I guess the Ari Spears, Will Smith, Jay-Z, like and I'm just naming big people, but like
Yeah.
their ability to be in a wide space, or a multicultural space. They can just be in multicultural spaces and just be themselves, like they're able to go as themselves. So when I deal with like when I can remember this, when you're young, you remember everything. When I was in first grade, there was this girl named Catherine. She was the whitest of white girls. It didn't get any whiter than her. And when I would talk to my sisters,
yeah.
I'm here. I'm right here. But when I talked to Catherine, I had a nice lighter voice.
It's,
Hey,
yeah,
you
I never
good?
experienced that. I
Everything's
never
okay.
experienced that.
I had to learn that, even like probably up in the third grade, it was girls, Taylor, Kaylin, like all these, like Hannah, like I just talked to them different. And then once I got into like middle school and high school, when I had kind of established how I wanted to present myself to the world, really,
Okay.
everybody got the same treatment.
Okay.
Like, everybody got the same treatment, and it's just like whether you're gonna like how I just focused on my vocabulary. Because if I had just had a stronger vocabulary, it didn't really matter where I was. Like you could say supper around me. I know what you're talking about. That's 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Did you go to school with a whole bunch of white people?
See, and that's a great question. I went to a fundamental school. So I had an entire fundamental background. So basically, it's almost like private school guidelines, but it's like a public school. All of them were A schools. So my middle school, um, in middle school, it was more of us. It was a lot of us in my middle school. I went to South Side. There was a lot of black people, but it wasn't just black people. It was a mixed race. I thought it's a great way to show me what the world looked like. When I got in high school, Osceola Fundamental, that's where the splits happened. That's where it was it was a white school. So it was mostly white people everywhere. However, sometimes if you look at it a certain way, it's like, okay, we got whites, but we got it's like poor whites and we got rich whites. We got the bourgeoisie black folk. You got, you got that. You got the skater dudes. I got the high school experience really. Like I think it's those that go to school that's like a urban or more urban school, black school. Those are the ones that when you come out of that, you're like, ah man, it's unrealistic. Like, because it's not black people everywhere, even though it is black people everywhere. But
Yeah.
being at these types of schools, like fundamental schools allow me to deal with different, cultures and learn how to operate that way. So by the time I got out, that helped with the system of me being able to speak to anybody the same way. Because I had to just learn, just build your vocabulary. Once you build your vocabulary,
It's
you're good. Like
universal.
if you only know what you say to black people, only black people will understand.
Right.
But if you have more of a vocabulary, then you can talk to anybody. Like it's not even about a switch in tone. Because I never got the talking white. That was never.
Me either. I never got that either. Yeah.
I never got you talking white. If I was kicking it, I was kicking it in a way that I felt that you would understand.
Yeah.
If you didn't understand it, then I gotta change it up. So the talking white will probably only come. I just never got it. I just never really got it.
Mm-hmm.
I never got it.
I got it because I had a higher vocabulary, and I went to a predominantly like black school, but I I wanted to sound educated. I enjoyed not because I felt like I was like, look, y'all people who talk like a certain way, it's obnoxious to me. I get it. This where I get why we do it, but to me, it sounded obnoxious. So I wanted to get more educated, and I got the whole talking white thing.
Well, yeah.
So I was like,
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Well, my school background is pretty interesting. So I went to pretty much a mixed elementary school that was white and black. Then I went to a white middle school. Then I went to a black high school. So it's like in elementary school, I got picked on for being white, and then in middle school, I got picked on for being black. Then in high school, that's when everybody was like, okay, like you are who you are. So I don't know. It's just like I seen the good and ugly to both sides, like, and it's just
Yeah, it's definitely there.
yeah, And at the end of the day, I can't. In my position, I'm not allowed to choose one side. It's just what it is, bro. Like I get it, like this side's done horrible things to this side and all that stuff, but like it's my DNA, man. And I don't know. My values are built on family and who you share your blood with. So that's why I look at it like that, where it's like I can't just pick one side. But yeah, basically,
Don't be one of them.
don't.
You don't even have to pick a side. Like
I was talking to somebody who was mixed. I was talking to somebody who was mixed, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm black." I was like, "Not really."
Yeah,
like, I was like,
no, and dead ass, but it's because black parents programmed that into you. Like I can't.
But
context.
Let me ask context. That's from like some old shit.
Yeah, I know it's from the one drop rule.
Yeah, so
I get it. I get it, but like it's still prominent within our community because I remember I was 7 years old. And I was telling my dad, I'm mixed, dad. My dad's he's like, there's no such thing as a mixed person. You're black. Or even like with my ex-mom. my ex mom's like, yeah, Dada, you gotta be careful because you're black. And I told her, I'm like, no, like I'm biracial. She's like, it don't matter. They see
But
you as
the thing
black.
is, it comes from like the way you're going to be treated in the world because they don't want you to perceive yourself
Yeah.
as who's like beyond racism in a way. Like,
It don't
And
really matter what's in your blood. It matters what you look like.
yeah, and it comes from things that they've probably been told, like how they've been told to treat biracial kids. But it's like, if you got a biracial kid in like segregation times, they can't be like, well, I'm biracial. I can go white side, color side. You know what I mean? So they probably do that. Like, I think it also comes from like a defense mechanism. Like,
it's and like
no,
it's
you know what I mean?
no, I get what you mean because there's a other side to it. Like for instance, in one of my old jobs, like how like obviously, we all practice self-respect and shit. And basically at a job, like if I'm being disrespected or if I don't agree with some shit, then like, I just like fuck you, you know what I'm saying? So I remember I basically did some shit like that, and my black coworker was like, see, there goes that privilege. So like I always like I feel like
Yeah.
black folks always pulled shit on me when it was convenient, in my opinion. Like,
Now, they can be ugly, bro.
you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you saying I'm only black, but then you saying I experience privilege, which I mean I agree with that. I definitely experience privilege. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
you are what's convenient.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's perfect. That was perfect
You are what's
words.
convenient. Like if you can skate by because they think you white, then you'll skate by because they think you white. But if you can get in the party because they think you black, you're gonna get in the party because they think you black. Right? If I was biracial, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, it's kind of just like it's your environment. You know.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
what's expected. Like it's just it's just what's expected. Like like if you didn't have a fro, you just had a low cut, buzz cut.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
fade on the side. You're good. Clean face. You can do it. We can go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You know, and that maybe not, or maybe not. Well, like maybe not, but like
Definitely.
it just seems like it just is. I may be speaking ignorantly. It's almost as if you can choose it just by just changing something small.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. That's not.
Whenever you want.
That's not ignorant at all. That's very true. Honestly.
Like you just gotta change just a small thing to like let's say someone like myself take the vocabulary away. I would have to try really hard to be in a white environment, and I would have to do everything like
That'd be perfect.
nice. Like a perfect example of that would be like someone like a Billy Carson, where if you watch him, he does Forbidden Knowledge. If you watch him and just say, I remember seeing this panel of him and like four other people in the same space of talking about just I guess everything from UFOs to space travel and all that. Like I watched the panel and just the outfits that the people were wearing. Billy Carson suit, 3-piece suit with a medallion, whatever, fresh cut, beard, everything. And they giving him this praise, and then the guy next to him, and then the girl next to him, and then the guy next to her just got on regular clothes, all white, just got on regular clothes. And I think to myself, you can't have a guy come to me and tell me about these aliens and all this type of stuff. And if they don't got a nice car, if they don't have a nice house, if they not dressed to the nines, I don't want. And this is not me, but I'm speaking as a collective.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't tell me nothing, dog. But you can put him on a panel with 3 other people where they just dressed in a dingy shirt and hair not done or whatever, and they talking about the same stuff, and they're not looked at as crazy.
Yeah.
So
It's like Will Smith and like neighbors of those big actors. It'd be like regular dentists, just white folks, and it's like, but they, the people that they're next to that are black, they like top of the top in their respective race. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, the standards are definitely different.
I
Cause
feel like when you get to money like that, race don't matter. Race don't matter when you get to that type.
what you mean?
no clue.
Will Smith, yeah, race don't matter.
But I don't know. He did get canceled off all that shit and you got white actors that have done crazier things. Like that dude Ezra Miller. He just a plain white dude, but he getting off easy. While Will Smith,
I think it's a difference when you do stuff worse and then you do some shit like on live television to a nigga that people like. Like niggas really love Chris Rock. It'd be different. Like if it was some nigga ain't nobody give a fuck, I doubt it'd be that big of a story. It'll still be big, but it wouldn't be as bad. Like,
They,
If that
they
nigga would have slapped Charleston White or somebody, that nigga would
and
have
it's
been
like we
like,
wouldn't have gave a fuck. Because I think he slapped her. I think he slapped somebody before.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yeah. It was an interview
but
with
that was
tried to
Chris
kiss him.
Rock. It was like you slapped the legend. Like, what's up with you? You wild. And niggas don't like his girls, so it's like you slapped Chris Rock, a nigga we like, and we don't really fuck with Jada like that.
Nah, that shit was racially motivated because they gave that boy hell for that shit. That man had to make an apology. That man do all that stuff. You got like what's that nigga named Alec Baldwin who like literally killed somebody on the set of a show, like on accident. Like it's like a manslaughter charge. He ain't get nothing from that, but he a white dude. And you know, but Will Smith getting blacklisted and all of this and that and the third. Bruh, they got they shit. Even look at Kanye. You got white motherfuckers like Jared Leto with Colts and shit. And Kanye saying some shit, he like front of the news page getting bashed, you know what I mean? So it's like I wouldn't say they get exempt. They get exempt from a lot of basic shit. Like Dave Chappelle always talked about, like he be like, when I get pulled over, I already know I'm getting out because it's like he Dave Chappelle. But it's like, you know, they still get their iteration of it, where it's like you still just a nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, yeah, OJ joint. I'm not black. I'm OJ joint.
yeah,
that nigga was crazy. That nigga is wild. I don't know. That's the one. I don't know what was up with that shit. That was the one that slipped under the rug. They let that one slide.
yeah, that's
OJ must have been a killer on the court. On the field or some shit. But
he was.
was he nice like
really
that?
was. He was really
Was he not nice? Okay.
he was that nice. Like generational talent type nice.
Generational talent.
Like nah, like if you look at like if you look up like NFL rushing records, like that nigga OJ is at least you know
The juice.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's juice,
Mhm.
boy.
at one time was number one in a lot of them.
It's kind of like I don't know if just me. I be seeing sports like the way they talk about like players and stuff. That just be like slavery a little bit. They be like, oh yeah, man, that
For
boy,
sure.
that boy got a good throw on him. I'm like, wait a minute, bro.
That's because white people like black male bodies.
Now they fascinated with it, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. Crazy.
I mean, you
But,
gotta
like,
remember there was a time where, you know, like Thomas Jefferson believed black folks weren't even human. He thought they were just a whole different creature altogether.
that's just crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, basically from my perspective, a lot of the shit is primarily the shit's taught. And yeah, Cody, I feel what you say about, you know, if you just up your vocabulary, it's a universal language, you know, like.
Yeah, the playing field is even.
But yeah,
I mean,
but personally, yeah, I never had that experience of
and
having
a
to.
part of us getting looked at that way is because of our appearance. I don't even think it's because of the skin tone. Really, it's like what come with the culture type joint. You know, like just something as simple as having clothes that fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times do you see things, you know, or see us, and the clothes don't fit, and they having an issue in the store, and they think it's racially driven? Like, granted, something that there was probably something that really happened here that is an issue, but people treat you different when you dress. People treat you different when you wear clothes that actually fit, you know, where you look respectable and presentable. People do treat you different, you know. So when you subscribe to the ideology of, oh, I gotta wear this certain kind of fit to look a certain kind of way to my people, it's a whole world out there. Like, granted, if your people is the only thing that's important to you, okay, but it's not just us that run the world. You know, it's in fact, you know, it's not really us that run the world like that, you know. So we appealing to ourselves and all that kind of stuff, and we get caught up because we get racially profiled or looked at a certain way. Oh, not racially profiled, but
Yeah, perceive.
someone puts prejudgment on us because of what we have on or how we dress and all this type of stuff. Yeah, that's going. It's the same thing with speech. You know, it's the same way how you speak to people. If you speak to someone with broken English, they're gonna look at you like you're a broken version of what they're offering.
Right.
You know, so if you're a broken version of what I'm offering to you, then I'm gonna treat you different because
Accordingly, yeah.
you don't work right. You know, you're not working right. You know, and that's not even really the case. It's ignorant, but it is what it is. Like if I were to go to, I guess London or something like that, like they'll know off rip I'm American.
Yeah.
And they gonna talk to me and treat me like that. You know, whether it be a good thing or a bad thing. Like they
Don't
say,
nothing make me madder than seeing those videos when like a British person be talking bad about America.
They always taking it to that.
I'd be getting mad, bro. I don't know why, but
How they speak? How they speak of us?
they just be like, "Oh, Americans are so ignorant; they don't know about the world."
Yeah, that's her like.
Which is true about almost everybody, though.
You think so?
That's a lot of us, though. It's a lot.
Okay, all right, Dejan, let me break it down.
I mean, for example,
So
like most people in other countries speak more than one language.
That's true, but that's okay. All right. I would say the difference is America is one thing. So like us knowing like New York culture would be like a British person on
in Liverpool.
Yeah, like niggas knowing how Liverpool niggas act or how niggas from Spain act. Because America is way bigger than I guess people's perception. Yeah.
It's bigger than the UK for sure.
Yeah, it's just like it's the same shit, but a little different.
Yeah, but it's hamburgers all over the United States. Everybody in the United States in America knows what a hamburger is. So if we go over to London and ask for a hamburger, and they look at us crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they know the hamburger.
I'll tell you one
like,
funny.
He's an American. This is an American guy. Like, granted, hamburgers are famous all over, but it's known for, from what I know, is known to be an American customer.
Hamburgers and hot dogs.
Man, we had my grandma out in the Caribbean, and we was at the restaurant. And like my mom family, where my grandma from, like that's a Southern family. Like when we talk about tea, we're talking about sweet tea. So like she talking about some, give me a tea. To the waiter, they gave her some hot shit. Because Caribbeans, like that's what they be on.
Yeah.
And it's just like she's like, why is it? She felt like a fish out of water, and it's just like crazy because it's like, bro, so many people eat in different ways.
I mean, and that's why I feel you what you mean by America's pretty big because I mean, just when we went to Maryland, you asked for sweet tea.
Yeah, man, right about Virginia, they was like, all right, they brought me back, just iced tea, not sweet, and they gave me the little thing of sugar packets. Like,
for hours, bro.
I tried to, bro, but you was just chewing the sugar after.
Oh, that should be killing me, man.
So yeah, we know a lot about American culture, but it's like so different from state to state.
Yeah, it is.
That is the same.
I remember going to Florida from Virginia, and I just, I ain't know shit about Florida niggas, and then I go down here and it's like, you got Miami niggas, and you got Fort Lauderdale niggas. Then you got
no, I don't think it's like that. I might be wrong though.
You got Carroll City.
Think of a Tampa nigga. Like think of a nigga.
What's the difference?
Because Tampa niggas not like Tampa niggas is like some of them are like a time capsule. Like they're niggas from like the early 2000s and a little bit, and like the way they talk and stuff is different than like a down south like. I'll tell you, put it in this way. Think of a Miami nigga and think of a Fort Lauderdale nigga. Fort Lauderdale is the suburbs outside of Miami. Miami's like inner city. So think about it. The type of people that come out of each one, they different. Like I'll talk to my Fort Lauderdale niggas. Yeah, we learned this in band camp. Are you talking to Miami niggas? They be driving these songs and they be on that nigga shit. They're just like, bro, like they different types, bro.
I think I'm gonna go out on a limb on this one.
What's up?
I believe there is a ton of people that agree with you. I just think that is ridiculous because I think the same thing that guys do in Tampa is similar to what guys would do down in South Florida. Like, granted, it might be done like said differently, but it's the same. It's all the same thing. Like I can expect. It's some things I can expect in Tampa that I can also expect when I was living down in Broward. So it's like it's the same. Like it's the same. Like even I guess more Like I guess in South Florida, opposed to Tampa, the pace of things is different. Like things are
You
much
can definitely
faster
like
down
generalize everything, because like you can get an American black person, and depending where they're from, New York, they from Richmond, they from Miami, they kind of do things that's like, oh, that's what a black person does. But then you got like, and then when you talk to black people, they like, nah, them East Coast black folks, West Coast niggas different. But it's like you get them and what they do, like it's like what you said about Americans. It's like we still all eat burgers. So it's like some niggas just put ketchup on it, some niggas throw some pickles on that motherfucker, but at the end of the day, the shit a burger. You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean?
You got New York pizza, Chicago pizza.
Yeah. They just made slightly. It's
Slight
Yeah,
tweaks.
KFC's are better than others.
culturally, it's just different responses to different like the geography and the economy and all their environment is different. So the way they respond to it shapes their culture a little differently. But at the root of this shit, black folks, Florida niggas, up north niggas, West Coast niggas, Midwest niggas, down south niggas, it's still them down south niggas, man, like Louisiana, Texas, man, Mississippi and up. Niggas
Yo,
different.
what are they like?
They
Man,
What are they like different from Florida?
Okay,
Give me Mississippi.
Mississippi niggas, it's like the way niggas talk, the way niggas demeanor is, because them boys be out from the country, so they just be like, man, I love corned beef hash. And it's like, man, I don't even fucking eat that. Like, but it's like, that's what I came up with. Like,
Y'all like corned beef hash up in Mississippi?
corned beef hash, that shit gross. Like that.
Oh, shit. Relax, bro. That shit is pretty good, man.
Corby hat, that shit smack, nigga.
I from Richmond, but like my auntie and my grandma, like I don't know where they from, like Blacksburg or some shit. So they are country. No, not Mississippi. It's Virginia. Virginia country is shit, but like since everybody from Richmond is like you kind of southern, but not really. Like you
Yeah.
southern.
Yeah.
Like you, it's
So
like
like corned beef hash over in Virginia.
Yeah, so I grew up on eating like pig feet and chillings and shit.
That's Mississippi too, Hayden. Pig
No.
feet.
No.
No, they don't do pig feet.
Hey,
That's like dirty South.
I'll tell you this though, Cody. I know where you
Dirty South.
all that.
Oh yeah, dirty south.
You got to be like country. Like your parents, you grew up in like a
I've
trailer.
not had pig feet, so is that like the
It's the feet.
I've never had it.
like you saw dirt roads joints or what? Like,
Yeah. If you grew up in the dirt road, you probably had pig feet, chitlins, all that. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. That shit good. I fuck with it.
No, I met a nigga. No, Cody. I met a nigga from Florida, but he was from Polk County. And Polk County, the country out in Florida. And that man was like, we was in the dining hall.
Shout out Polk County. I got an aunt over there. I got an aunt over there in Polk County. Shout out them.
Polk County, but I'd be like, man, I met people from there when I first got here. Man said his whole life he never used forks. That man was always using spoons growing up. Like, you from the country, bro. You like
They don't even manufacture. They don't even
make forks.
They said there's no market out there.
But yeah, boy.
I'm just saying it's kind of ridiculous. That's all. I mean, I see what you mean though. Like it's definitely different in different places. I just think that not really.
Yeah, I mean, but everybody wants to be different, and everybody wants to be known for bringing something to the table, and that's where it comes from. Way New York niggas are. The way
I think that's the main offenders. I feel like anybody from like a big, like known place, that's when the shit get a little exaggerated. Like New York people,
California.
I don't want to say California people. I want to say
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago niggas sometimes.
I get that from Tampa people. I don't get
because it's Tampa. It's not like if Miami, you might say something.
Jacksonville.
Tampa going.
I feel like people from them states would be like, well, if I was in Miami, it's this and that. I'd be like, all right, shut up. Like, don't.
Yeah, what about Orlando then? What about Orlando?
I don't think.
When people think of Florida, they think of Miami.
Yeah, it's magic. That's what magic is.
Yeah.
No, listen. Outside of Florida, niggas only know Miami for real.
Yeah, they only know Miami, bro.
Orlando.
No, I'm not gonna let you get away with that.
Orlando.
No, they know Miami.
They know Jacksonville. You know Miami.
You see, that's what I'm saying. They know Miami.
Man, when I
But you
think of
gotta be
Jacksonville, I
someplace where
think
you
of
can
Jacksonville,
flex.
North
Yeah, I'm saying
Carolina,
they know
nigga.
Miami. It's like when niggas say he from New York in your head, you gonna think he from New York, New York. But if the nigga actually from Albany, it's like, wait, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like,
I work with a lady, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm from New York." And
yeah,
she,
you just
she said she never was in the city. She never been to the city. I'm like,
yeah,
"How you been to New York? Ain't never been to New York."
upstate is the damn country damn near out there.
And
But
New
it's
York
like,
don't even claim them. They say they from upstate.
yeah, upstate New York. That's niggas got money
Yeah,
from up there.
like Richmond, you from the county.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's niggas from the county. It's niggas from Richmond. They're two
Right.
different
You got
niggas.
city
funny,
niggas,
though.
you got county niggas.
It's really
Yeah.
interesting how people grow up.
But I
depending
feel
on
you,
where.
Cody. That shit is ridiculous, but it's funny. It's funny though.
It's cool though. Like it's cool. I just think it's just like
It
I
is
said,
stupid.
I
It's
done
just
set my point, man. Like I done set my point. Like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like the funny like the like to be like if someone told me, oh, I'm from New York, like in my head I'm thinking like or I got a friend that's from New York. In my head I'm thinking
Yeah.
he might dress shoes nice. You know, if it's cold outside, we might not want to be around him when we go out because he might be killing them too much. You know, like I just don't. I can name like 10 people in Tampa, St. Pete, Miami. That's the exact same.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think the big differences is from if you live in a city and if you live in like this if you from the south.
Live
That's the only
outside the
big
city.
difference. Yeah. Or like the Midwest niggas that you worked on the farm and shit.
That
Those
shit
are
is
big differences. If you finish city,
because there's a lot of similarities between country folk, city folk. You know,
yeah.
it's the
I believe that. I believe the I guess their priorities are just kind of like
Yeah.
yeah different.
base
And from New York don't know how to drive, and that shit's crazy.
Like
It's
in
crazy.
the old area I used to live at, you know, that it was mainly known for Virginia Beach. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, no, I just happen to live close there. So yeah, it's just I don't know if I know somebody here like I'm from the 757. They either gonna
That
think
shit is annoying.
they go either think Hampton or Virginia Beach. Like
They're not gonna think more for
maybe Williamsburg, maybe, but they're not gonna think of Portsmouth. They're not gonna think of Suffolk. They're not gonna think of Norfolk. Like
what's
no,
the second one? What was the second one?
Suffolk. Yeah, you got.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little mature, but I had not heard that one. That's why I was like, wait,
Oh
what's
yeah,
that
yeah,
one? That's
oh
a-
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I lived in Norfolk for like 2 years. Yeah, yeah, Suffolk. I didn't even know. Look, like last year, I discovered Suffolk had a downtown. I didn't know Suffolk had a downtown. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it was just a big ass train station, but still. But yeah,
That's crazy.
people think of that area. They think of Virginia Beach, and like I said, Hampton, and maybe if they know just a little bit more of Williamsburg, because Williamsburg is always talked about in Virginia history. Like, oh, this is where this battle happened. Oh, this is where they discovered this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And you ever be telling somebody you from somewhere and they know where you from? You be like, nigga, what you know about that area? Like,
Nah, I always had to say Richmond. I remember I said Highland Springs one time. And niggas was lost. And I was weak because my ex, she's like, Dede, this girl from Rhode Island, she don't know about the fucking Highland Springs. And I was like,
Hey, look, I'm from St. Petersburg.
right.
right. Like,
Where you from, bro? St. Pete. Like you try to make it cool. St.
yeah,
Pete.
St.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, look, hey, you know what ours is?
over by Tampa.
We be like the springs.
Yeah, the springs.
The spring. We don't say no Highland Springs. We be like from the springs. Niggas be like, what?
from the springs.
Hey, yo.
Interesting. Is it? You ever realize how that's been something throughout all of human history? Like, whenever you meet some like niggas meeting niggas from Egypt, they from Germany, they not gonna be like, oh, I'm in the lower Nile. They just be like, I'm from Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I was in when I did a seminar. I did this seminar. It was like a week-long seminar. I was in high school, whatever, and they took a bunch of kids from like all over the world and
Yeah.
brought them to Florida Southern University. It was odd. It was cool, but in retrospect, it was odd. Like, why there? But for a week, I was surrounded by like high performing people that were just from all over. So one of the guys he was from Egypt.
Mm.
And never would have thought he was from Egypt. Never would have thought he was from Egypt. He looked almost Hispanic, really. And he looked like what they show in the movies.
Okay.
He looked like what they show in the movies. So I asked him, I said, yo, like, I always like, oh well, you know, people in Egypt don't really look like that. They look like this,
Yeah,
which is
I
like
hear that all the time.
my complexion or whatever. And he was like, yeah, it's true. But so what? And I'm like, what do you mean so what? And he's like, he was kind of introspective. He was like, yeah, but so what? At the end of the day, you're here in America, so you only believe what the TV tells you or what the movies tell you. If they tell you you look like me and you meet me, then all I'm doing is just, you know, that why you think they sent me? Like, what if they would have sent some? He said, and he was cool, like we was cool. Like he said,
Yeah,
what if they would have sent somebody that looked like you here? You would have probably had way more questions for him than me. And I'm like, no cap, I would have. I would have definitely had more questions for him just because it's like, why they do it? Why they show this in the movies and not that? Is it true? Is it not true?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought-
Go ahead.
no, that's it though. That's it though. Like
That's
that's
a
it.
good bit about how we perceive people, because
Yeah.
it's really probably just a big diverse set of people out there. Like
Right, exactly.
Arabs, you got people probably from sub-Saharan Africa, people from Northern
Right.
Africa, you got Europeans, you got
Yeah.
mix in
And
between.
you got
'cause,
integration, bro. It's just a pool. It's a pool.
mixed at this point. So
That's
it's
when I
like,
found out that That's actually when I found out that South Africa was a ton of white people.
Yeah.
I found that out there because those people from South Africa and they don't say I'm from South Africa. They just say I'm from Africa.
yeah,
Like,
okay,
what do you mean? You're
yeah,
from
right.
Africa? You know?
They got their own beef going on with that shit.
Yeah, I learned that later.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron is from South Africa.
Yeah, I think Elon Musk is too. He's South
Elon
African.
Musk is South African. But you know, it's interesting how it's like literally it's the impact of like colonization and stuff like that. Because I was with some Jamaican friends and they was talking about eating porridge, and I'm like, the shit British niggas be eating, but it's like Jamaica was colonized by the British, so it's like the things they do is what.
You saying porridge like took me back to when I was a kid reading
Yeah.
some kind of book.
Yeah,
Was
bro.
that the one with the three bears?
Goldilocks.
That's gold. Yeah, with the porridge.
Goldilocks. She was like, porridge too hot. This porridge just right.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't even know what I don't even know what porridge tastes like, to be honest.
Me neither. Me
It's
neither.
like
It was reminiscing on it and was like, yeah, you know, back in the day we used to eat porridge. And you know, that's the interesting thing about like South Florida, because it's like, it's crazy how like each area, because in Los Angeles it's a big Asian population, but it's also a big Spanish population. Like they got Little Tokyo and shit like that. And then you go to like Miami and shit like that. It's a big Haitian population. Like about,
I think.
Have y'all had porridge?
I've never had porridge.
No.
It should look like oatmeal, bro.
Because British
Right
people
now.
porridge. It look gross. It look like some.
Is it like
It look like-
tapioca?
It looked like oatmeal.
It's
Yeah.
like
chum bucket.
So you saying like
Like white,
if
just plain white oatmeal.
it's like grit.
huh?
It's like grit.
Yeah, it's like grits mixed with oatmeal with like a little bit of water or milk.
So that sound like if you in the South, they put sugar in
That
it.
man Cody said, ugh.
Ugh.
He said, what they on?
Grits. You said plain grits and plain oatmeal? I wouldn't
That's
like
what it
any of
looked
those.
Yeah, I thought it might have been, you know, like a different name for some soup or something.
Man,
No,
hey, all I gotta say is, don't sleep on no beans and toast, nigga.
Hell no, they had one, but that shit was wicked, bro.
I've
And
not
that's the
had it.
funny thing.
Don't sleep on no baked
That's a
beans and
breakfast over
toast.
there.
Yeah, that's the funny thing.
That's a breakfast, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, that's-
sir.
that's-
Yes.
That sounds nuts to me. But I mean, I would try it. I would just be like, yo, I'm wilding right now. If I made that today or tomorrow for breakfast, and I had people here, they'd be like, yo, what are you doing? This is not. I don't know what this is. Like,
Some
it's
baked
not, it's not
beans.
nigga, like, what?
British niggas be online bashing us for PB and J. They look at us eating PB and J, like a PB and J sandwich, like we eat beans on toast, and it's like
I didn't know that.
That shit is because they'll be online like, oh, but you guys eat peanut butter on toast, you know, and I don't know,
Hey,
my
beans and
British
toast. Baked beans and
Nah,
toast.
this shit is crazy, bro. Because they get
Beans and toast.
they get blood sausage, beans on toast. Just some. What else?
Shit.
Some blood.
Yeah,
Those
that's
sound like a struggle meal.
Yeah, basically, they're like
cooked tomato.
Like a struggle meal. That sound like ramen noodles.
no, basically, yeah, they're finding shit is like struggle me.
And people from like every other country go to the go to England and get their breakfast and be like, this is ass.
I feel like
This shit ass.
Beans and toast is like you in the kitchen, bro. It's like you in the kitchen for beans and toast. It's like you just looking around. You don't know what you're gonna make. Like,
Hey,
Because the
hey,
number one food in England
beans and
is
toast go
see
crazy.
how that works.
the number one food in England is like Indian food, like curry and shit.
Indian food good as fuck.
I'm scared of it. I'm scared of it.
Dejan is the hater, bro. I
I'm
can't stand this
scared of
nigga,
it.
bro. I
I'm
can't go
scared
out to
of
eat with
it,
this
bro.
man.
I'm scared of it, bro.
This man, you can only take him to Chick-fil-A.
Mhm. Wawa.
Like this nigga only want to eat bread, meat, and cheese. That's the only thing. This nigga a true Northman.
Oh,
He got some salmon in there.
No sauce on that motherfucker. No fruits. I'm like, bro, you for real? You a mountain man, bro? Like,
Do you like Mexican food, bro? That shit wicked.
oh, fuck, yo. You niggas just jumped over me quick.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
I'm surprised you ever got burnt out over that damn food. All that you eat the same shit all the damn time.
Man, look, bro.
Some niggas
I made tacos
eat
2 days
before.
ago, bro. Don't do me. I had leftover tacos today.
Oh, you had tacos? What type of tacos?
Got meat,
American
cheese,
Chicken
tacos.
tacos.
They got meat, cheese, lettuce, sour cream.
Chicken tacos,
cheese, beans.
No
Let's see,
sauce.
meat,
No-
sour cream, lettuce, and cheese.
No. Was it chicken tacos or was it beef?
Turkey, ground turkey.
Turkey?
Oh man, that's so
You
funny.
might have found it.
And,
He called
and-
it's
and-
still just called a taco, but it's still the same stuff.
and nacho cheese hard shells.
Yeah, he got wheat. He got wheat tortillas. It won't no damn corn shell.
Yeah, niggas going
That's
crazy.
You got some good ass chicken curry.
Mhm.
That
Chili.
shit, it looked crazy, bro.
I'm telling you, them Indians be overrated. Them Indians be coming up with some shit.
Underrated. You mean
They be
underrated.
coming
Yeah, you
up
meant
with some shit.
underrated.
I can't think of any Indian dishes except
They all look like pudding with meat in it.
It's-
Baklava good as shit.
You
What
eat it
is
with some non bread. That shit be anything, man.
what is that?
It's like a flatbread, but that's
Oh.
their like. Yeah, you normally dip that. They'll have like some curry, like some chicken, like chicken breast or whatever, and it's like in like a yellow sauce. Dip the bread in there. Sometimes you dip the bread and you eat it with some white rice, like some jasmine rice. So it's but it's a very sauce heavy. You eat the sauce with like a very spicy,
Oh.
But that's why he say it look like pudding because it's a sauce. He don't like sauces. That shit is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you can't bring me no regular white rice. It's got to be jasmine only.
Yeah, they got. Yeah, we having the jasmine. That's in Asia they got that jasmine rice.
Oh yeah.
Them boys.
After eating jasmine rice, I never went back to the whole regular white rice
No,
joint.
you can't. You can't.
It's-
Because
you
jasmine
can't.
rice is like. You
It's
feel
just-
like you eating shit niggas was eating 10,000 years ago. Like
That shit was
like,
smack. That shit
Chinese
smack.
rice,
The forbidden rice,
The forbidden rice.
black rice,
Oh,
Wait, the
nah.
who? What's that?
forbidden black rice is really good.
I had that.
They say it's the rice that the higher ups would eat. Like it would only eat that kind of rice. And it's like certain places you can get it. I'm sure I wouldn't know where to find it. I know I used to go to this one restaurant. I think a buddy of mine, Devon, we went there and they had
Nice.
like forbidden black rice. And I'm like, what is this? It was
Yeah.
good though, but it's just rice.
It's all right.
Nice.
Just give me bread, fam. Just give me bread. I'll be good.
Yeah, this is what this nigga want. He want bread, chicken, a little bit of cheese.
Okay, so I got a question for him then.
What's up? What's up?
What restaurant got the best biscuits out?
Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Chick-fil-A breakfast.
So Chick-fil-A biscuits over Red Lobster biscuits.
Yeah.
That's insane. No.
You smoking cock, boy. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way.
Hey,
That bitch
hey,
is ass. That bitch is not that good.
Bruh, with honey barbecue sauce, it's just go crazy.
Those biscuits get the job
Church's
done. They
biscuit
not
is
the
better
best.
than
You put your
Chick-fil-A
biscuit in honey barbecue sauce.
Yeah, like Chick-fil-A's honey roasted barbecue sauce. Yeah.
Oh. I see what you mean.
That
I
yellow
see what
sauce.
you mean.
And when when I went
What's
over
the
there,
best?
I had those sauces. These joints. I'm mad I got one on my desk right
I got
here.
one in the fridge. I yeah.
I gotta keep those. They
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, you hate it. You left too. I'm glad you did that. That was a play.
Yeah, I'm like, go ahead.
That was a play. So what's the best sauce with?
Cane sauce.
Oh,
See, I like chicken.
Oh yeah. You
I
ain't
like
even finished.
chicken.
You ain't finished. My fault, bro.
What's the best sauce that go with bread? The best sauce with a biscuit.
Cane sauce.
That was the best sauce with a biscuit.
It's not a sauce, but jelly, yeah.
Y'all ever had biscuit with sweet heat?
Sweet heat.
What?
Sweet heat
I never had sweet heat.
from Popeyes. Sweet heat.
I don't eat Popeyes.
Yeah, and I don't eat Popeyes like that.
You ain't gotta eat Popeyes like that, fam. I just asked. If
Yeah, you're
y'all
right.
had
You're right.
it.
Okay, you're right. We did. Hey, look, we did go deep into
It's the best sauce right
that.
here.
Well, yeah. I never had sweet heat.
Sauce
I
right
never
here.
had
I'ma tell you
sweet
this,
heat.
if you haven't, change it.
I haven't.
If you haven't, change it.
Yo,
It's all right.
This right here is the best sauce.
Nah, that's sweet and spicy sriracha at Chick-fil-A.
Let's have to mix it.
Just out there.
No, but you gotta mix it with this one. You mix the two together on a spicy sandwich. Yummy.
See, I don't be wanting all that sauce on my sandwich.
Huh?
I don't be wanting all that sauce on my sandwich, bro. I go there specifically for the taste of a chicken sandwich. That's how we get it, bro. Like you
You know how
want
bland chicken is? You know how bland chicken is? You gotta ask them.
chicken tenders, then nigga. Why you want a chicken sandwich?
No damn chicken tenders. Them shits, they too little. They be
Them
charging
shit's
them.
weak. That's what it is.
Care what I'm smoking. I am not putting honey roasted barbecue sauce and sweet sriracha. That is not happening. For my chicken sandwich, that's not happening.
No, bro. I don't want that.
I'm not gonna say it's nasty because it might taste real good, but it probably doesn't look good to other people while you're doing it.
I don't like mixing
Yeah,
sauces.
you got a little sauce in the side of your mouth.
Like
The smell might be strong. Like
I mean,
and then
shoot.
if you see somebody like imagine you sitting across from you sitting across from a female, and she pull out the sweet sriracha. You see her, squeeze the joint in there. She probably gonna stir it in there with a finger.
No,
You looking at that like, what are you doing?
you gotta do that with the sandwich bun. You put the sauce on the sandwich on the patty. You get the bun and you move it around.
Yeah, you move it around.
You know what you look like?
Because
That's
that's
like a nigga who just mixes shit with the squeeze.
It's more efficient if you put it on the bun and just fold it, and then you just drop it.
I do
Well,
both.
how's the sauce gonna spread across the sandwich?
Yeah. I do
You
both.
fold it.
I do both.
You just fold it quick. Like,
No,
you
but
fold it
then
quick, put it on
think
bread,
about it.
and
It's
it do it real
it's only
quick.
at the top. You know what I'm saying? I'm
So
trying.
if you put it on the meat, if you put it on it, like you just like you ain't
Yeah, you dip the biscuit.
If you make a PB and J sandwich, you don't get the jelly and just move it in a little circle and put it. You spread that motherfucker.
I'm saying, no, but you're not gonna pull out a spoon on your sandwich. Not for no Chick-fil-A sandwich.
I use the fry. I use the fry to spread it.
You can
You use the fries.
Yeah,
You said you use the fries.
yeah. That's spread it around. I get a
I feel like
fry.
y'all don't like the taste
I
of food.
think you use the fries because it's a tool that you can also eat. I don't think you use the fries because it's the most efficient way.
Yeah. I don't.
It's just you can eat it. It's like I can do that too.
Chick-fil-A fries, they're not good. I'm gonna just tell you. I'm like, when I go to Chick-fil-A, I get two sandwiches. I'm here for the sandwich. I'm not here for the fry.
Who fries you like? Who fries you like more?
Exactly.
McDonald's got the best fries on the planet.
Who?
Fucks though, baby.
They don't.
Right. Don't say that again, bro. Don't say that
They
again.
don't.
No.
I'm not. They just don't.
They
I'm not
don't.
gonna, if you believe
Absolutely
they do,
not.
I'm gonna let you believe they do, Kanye, but they don't.
So who you got? Who you got? Best
I got a
fries.
few. First of all, if you don't know Wendy's changed their formula on their fries, then you already lost hope.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. When did
Yeah,
I know you
yeah.
lost hope early. If you don't know about Wendy's
Now
changing
she
their
lost
fries,
hope
They
early.
fries good. Checkers ain't missed since I was born.
O'Reilly's. Hey,
Checkers ain't missed
hey, you know
since
what's
I
funny?
was
We call Checkers Rally over here.
I'll go to any place and get Cajun fries. Anywhere, even some hole in the wall over McDonald's.
That's crazy though.
Oh, with McDonald's.
Some good ass salty McDonald's fries over what do you say? Cheddars or Checkers? You said
Checkers.
Checkers.
I said Checkers. Yeah.
Checkers be selling that monkey meat. That should be a $1.
Talking about potatoes though.
It ain't about that. Yeah, we ain't talking about that.
Potatoes.
I have to try out Riley's fries again.
You could believe that. Hey, you could not like Checkers, but you could not like Checkers. You don't have to go there for the meat. I'm telling you, people go there for the fries themselves. It's people that pull up the Checkers and just be like, give me a large fry and some water.
I'll have to go to O'Reilly's and try their own fries.
I ain't never pull up to McDonald's and be like, hey, yo, let me just get a medium fry and some water, man.
Yeah, that shit was always weird to me, man.
Never.
I mean,
Burger, they're pretty good. But
you gotta tell them you want it fresh. You ain't gotta tell Checkers you want it fresh. It's gonna be good anyway.
let's see, bro.
Five Guys got pretty good fries too. They give you two goddamn mini.
It's the Cajun joint.
Yeah, they give you two goddamn mini though.
I'm a Chick-fil-A guy all the way.
No, Chick-fil-A a little lame at this point.
They just got one week. They just got one weakness. They got one weakness. You have to eat them while they fresh.
Exactly. That shit is.
But that's any. But in my opinion, that's any fries, bro. It's just Chick-fil-A's the worst at that category, bro.
Yeah, they chef like quick as a motherfucker. You got like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like
I'm saying. So you enjoy your fries by the time you get home at McDonald's.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like
I feel like I'm going to any fast food place and wait. I just feel like when I get to the bottom of the Chick-fil-A jumps, they start hitting a little worse. They not hitting their feet.
nah.
Not Checkers. Not Checkers.
Damn, bro. I had no. It's not
experience.
Yeah. I'm about to say it's not called Checkers over here.
I think I've been to one, but I can't remember.
I have. We had one in Norfolk, and I remember it was 3 a.m. I ain't have shit. There was shit. They won't nothing open, but that Riley's had my back.
That's what I'm talking. It's interchangeable.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it is. Because I remember I was first exposed to Riley's as Checkers because my grandparents have a second house in Florida. So when I came to O'Reilly's, I was like, oh, this is just a Checkers. It's just a different name. Yeah. I don't
Anytime
know.
niggas have brought up that place, they be high as fuck.
That's how Cookout be for y'all niggas, bro.
Cookout overrated like a motherfucker.
Cookout overrated as a bitch.
It's just a hamburger you can make at the house, for real. It ain't nothing special.
Now you can make it the house.
They do be having them good ass shakes. I can always go for a milkshake every now and then.
Oh no, I can always
Cookout
go
just
for
cheap.
milkshake.
Where?
Cookout.
Cookout,
Just cheap.
that's a spot up north. It ain't you ain't missing nothing.
You ain't missing nothing, bro.
It's like the worst. I ain't gonna say the worst. It's like food that you get at like a cookout.
Man, but that
But nigga ain't
Raising
really doing
Cane's, boy, Raising Cane's. That
Nigga, it's just chicken tenders, man.
man,
Nah,
Raising
Cane's is good. Cane's is good.
that
But it's
should be
just chicken
good.
tenders.
Nah, that should be
Okay,
okay,
yeah,
nigga.
it's
It's
like
simple, simple and
That's what
clean.
nigga had me fucked up. But he talking about Raising Cane's. Yeah, it's good as a motherfucker. It's good. I think it's gonna be a nice little spot. It's just chicken tenders and a nice little sauce.
No, it's not
How
nice.
about Guthrie's? You ever heard of Guthrie's?
Dude, Guthrie's is good. I kind of,
Just chicken tenders.
and I like see, I was a chicken tender kid growing up. So me going out in the world and I see a spot that's like, yeah, that's all we make, and this shit good.
Yeah.
I'm in. So I'm in on PDQ. PDQ closed too damn early though. I be always thinking about PDQ and it's like 9 o'clock and they closed. I'm just like, man.
You know,
But-
this is the first time I
was
heard someone
okay.
say that they were a chicken tender kid. I thought that was interesting. Like,
Yeah.
would you all consider yourselves chicken tender kids when you were little? I used to go crazy with chicken tenders if I got them.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we're including nuggets into that category.
I'm including nuggets, Hayden.
No, because nuggets.
Oh, nah. See, I was a nugget kid.
Nuggets are
I was a nugget
nuggets.
kid. McDonald's,
Tenders are like a
McNuggets,
privilege thing.
Chick-fil-A
They always
nuggets.
cost a little more.
You eat them at like the
It's a
steakhouse.
privilege thing.
Hey, fuck you, bro.
Nigga had to take some chicken tenders as little kids.
He said that's a privilege thing. You know, they was always more expensive.
They were.
They were though. They were. They were. And I remember the first time I had chicken tenders, I was like, bro, can you give me the nuggets, bro?
What, man?
What
Yeah,
are you
them
getting up to? You to get these nuggets?
Oh yeah, I was a nugget kid, bro. I was a nugget.
Go crazy.
I was a nugget kid,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie. McDonald's, you get some nice fresh 10-piece McNuggets from there. That shit gonna do it.
Like
You
yeah,
know,
like McDonald's. I like the chicken at McDonald's more than the fries, bro.
Facts. But McDonald's had an era. They had a time where they had tenders, but they had flavored tenders.
I
Like
don't.
they
I
had
just remember.
barbecue tenders or something like that.
Man, look, bro.
That was a crazy time for them. That was a
man,
crazy time. They
I
was
was, I
wilding.
was,
It was good.
I was a strips kid before a tender kid, bro.
But it's the same, ain't it?
Same
Oh, it
thing.
is okay.
It's the
Okay.
same.
I mean, because in my opinion, I feel like nuggets and tenders were the same, but y'all said nah.
No, they're not.
Nah.
They're not.
Tenders longer.
Yeah.
Because the nuggets are like shredded chicken meat, but like
Yeah, it's like a emulsified
they're
chicken.
like just really really thin pieces
Yeah,
of
tenders,
chicken.
they had they like with yeah, like what you said, like with nuggets, it's like they grind them into like
Yeah,
a
it's like
and then they
ground
like
chicken.
build them like clay and then they fry
Oh,
it.
it's
Like,
treated with care. It's treated with care.
you like that type of stuff?
Extra care.
Into that?
Oh, yo, I'm weak.
It's the same man that don't like Indian food, so you know. It's,
Bro,
look,
calm down. I didn't say that. It's not. I hadn't tried it yet. It's just it don't look appealing. It don't look
Bro, we was trying
appealing.
to go to an Indian restaurant. He was like, "Nah, bro. I
Bro, it don't
really
look
like that
appealing.
food
I'm
like
not
that."
gonna. I'm not gonna drop $40 on some food I may not like, bro.
I feel that though. I feel that. You can't convince me to
Yeah,
go.
like,
I
bro.
need like 6 people to tell me it's great, and they got to tell me all what they got, and it all got
They
to be
need
the
to tell
same.
me every single detail because them descriptions they were asked. They were like, it comes with this sauce. I'm like, what the fuck is
You gotta
that?
know what you getting. You
What
gotta
the
know
fuck
what you
is
getting. I
that?
was thinking what you could do. Just order that motherfucker one time and let
Hell,
that nigga get a
nigga, I
bite.
might as well throw $40 in the shredder, bro. That's how I'm feeling, bro.
You can just when you go to a new restaurant, you just ask what's the most popular menu. item.
No, I'm not trusting them niggas. I'm not trusting them niggas. I'm not trusting them niggas. I'm
Nigga,
not
that's
trusting
the numbers.
because it's gonna be full of Indian people. That means they gonna choose the most Indian shit. They gonna choose the most Indian shit, and I'm gonna be sitting there like,
No. I'm not even talking about the Indians. Just ask the waiter.
It's the
what's
most Indian shit
popular
you
dish?
ever asked me. Is Indian? You say that with a negative connotation. Do you have a negative
no,
opinion?
no, no,
on
no.
Indian?
I ain't on my Trailer Tier shit. I ain't on my Andrew
said
Jackson
you said-
shit. I ain't on my Andrew
That's
Jackson
Indian
shit.
heritage. We're talking about Asian Indians. Those are two different groups of people. How you generalizing? Nah, I'm
Oh my
done.
Oh,
goodness.
hey,
I'm
Yeah,
done.
oh
Nah, but
shit.
ain't gonna lie.
But
This a
bruh,
hot take.
I'm not
Like, this
dropping
ain't even-
$40 on some food I may or may not bang with, bruh. Cause I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be hot.
I feel that though. I feel that. I don't know. I just be trusting the universe. I just be like, look, what's the best that y'all got? Let me get that.
You a
And
blessed
I'ma just-
soul. You a
And I'm
blessed
saying
soul.
if I ask the waiter, like there have been far too many times where I asked the waiter, yo, like, what's the best thing y'all got here? And they tell me what it is. Like, let's say it's something with fish in it or some seafood, but then they're like, but I don't really eat seafood. But they say this is the best thing here. I need you out of my face, man. Like, you can't talk to me.
You got to
You can't
specify.
talk to me about that.
You gotta
You ain't
specify.
never had that.
Sometimes you gotta be like, what you be getting? What you?
Yeah, like what do you get from here? Oh, I get the so and so. But everybody likes this, but I'm not that. That's required to eat this. And I'm like, I can't listen to you. You're not even here for the right stuff. It's called Burger King, and you telling me about the chicken sandwich. I don't want to hear about the chicken sandwich.
Man, that chicken sandwich fried, nigga. That motherfucker is good.
It might be, but I don't want to hear about it there.
That motherfucker
Right.
is good. But I hit the gym and leave that bitch at like 8:00. There's a Burger King right there. I ain't eating nothing all day. I give you just that motherfucker, boy. That motherfucker is good.
Burger King got some
Getting the chicken sandwich from Burger King is that's kind of crazy.
Nah, and I'm
Honestly,
telling you though, that
get
chicken
them
sandwich
like-
go crazy though. And when they had and back in the day when they had the chicken fries, oh, I was crushing that bitch. And chicken fries. I know, right? A place called Burger King had chicken
They had
fries.
the spicy ones.
Yeah, those shits were good crazy.
I had an ex who we went to Wendy's one time, and she was like, "Give me this, and this, and a baked potato." I'm like, "They make that here?"
Yeah, the baked potato, yeah.
They didn't get it loaded with chili and everything. Chili and chives.
Chili chives.
Chili and chives.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they got the fucking chili. Why the fuck we serve chili at a burger spot? That don't make sense.
no, I think
That chili be good.
I think Sonic is the most extravagant, bro. Like Sonic got
Sonic.
every fucking thing, bro.
Sonic got shit that like
Niggas
It's just none of that shit good for you. Like you finish
one time Jashawn and my brother Leonis, they had a chili dog.
never
That
ate
nigga
Them
was
Sonic.
niggas was
down
on
with
the
that.
toilet.
Yeah,
That shit ain't hitting until I was at work.
I never finished eating Sonic. I never finished eating Sonic and was like, damn, that hit the spot. Like it's
No,
always like
the reason I'm so
man.
weak, y'all, because y'all would have saw the chili dog. You look at that bitch, you like, oh, that shit gonna fuck you up.
No. So I got the regular jump. Leonis got like the foot long jump. I'm like, nah, that's a little much.
See that almost be getting the biggest thing.
Oh man.
Like with the hot dog was hanging off the bun. I was like, nah, that's too regular for me.
No, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that.
Oh,
You gotta eat a little bit of the hot dog, just the hot dog to get to the bread.
bro, I'm telling you, I saw that shit. I'm
I
telling
knew what y'all was doing.
exactly like, bro, niggas like, I'm getting a chili dog. You saw this? I was like, oh yeah, this shit gonna be going crazy. Bro said he had to leave work because he was in the bathroom. Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to pay for this one.
Oh, chill, bro. That shit had me. That shit had me
Oh
weak.
man.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Nah,
But
but
yeah,
the worst thing you get from Burger King is they got jalapeno poppers.
Oh
Yeah,
hell
that
no,
shit-
that sound like it.
It be some. It's
That's
some
just
ice
never-
cream.
Oh nah,
that
fish fillet from McDonald's.
Hell no.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
that
be
fish.
sick of the niggas who be getting the McChicken from McDonald's. I'm like, why you getting that $1 sandwich, man?
Bro, hey, that's what McDonald's is there for. That's what it's there for.
I can't let you go for the McChicken, man. That's
Yeah.
like, hey, that's clutch when it's
That,
needed.
yeah, that's in clutch, bro. You playing?
Clutch when it's needed.
Hey, you can get 2 of those for a price of 1 medium fry, bro. I ain't trying to hear it,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I'm a
saying.
medium
See-
fry guy. I'm a medium fry guy. So you know,
Man,
I'm
that
good
fries
for
ain't got no protein. She got no.
No, if you low on cheese, man, if you low on money, man,
Big
that
chickens
McDouble-
carry you.
and that McChicken will set you free
it.
for the day.
Hey,
It's good.
y'all be hitting at the crib when you ain't got nothing you ain't finna eat all morning. You eat that one banana. That shit. Be
Hell
good.
no.
Yeah, no, I don't like
Bananas.
bananas, bro. I don't like
Yeah,
bananas.
I'm not-
Me either.
I'm allergic.
I don't do a good job
Yeah,
of
banana.
taking,
Yeah, they close my
potassium
throat a
that
little
way.
bit too. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's up, man?
But all right,
Bananas
so let
be-
me tell you why I'm not. Me and fruit just do not get along. My body just do not fuck with fruit, bro. I eat grapes, my lips they itchy, they bumps, all that shit. I eat bananas, my throat close up a little bit. I eat apples, my throat close up a little bit. Nigga, I eat raw vegetables, my throat close up. Like, bro, my body just do not like that shit, bro. I be mad. I love salads, but guess what? I have to keep drinking because that shit sits for a little bit in my mouth. That shit going crazy. That shit going crazy.
Because your body ain't used to the vitamins, man. It's
Yeah, nah, tight, nah, bro.
Like, how do you get what you need? Like,
Bro, you
You
just
can
cook.
take a supplement.
Nah, you
how are
cook.
you doing this pod right now?
So with vegetables, bro, if I cook vegetables, I'm straight. I just can't eat raw vegetables. And then with fruits, man, fuck them fruits. I got ice cream, nigga. I got yogurt, nigga. I got creamsicles, nigga.
Creamsicles.
I got Skittles,
Hope you take your
nigga.
multivitamins, man.
I got Skittles, nigga.
Skittles is nasty.
I got Pop-Tarts. I got Pop-Tarts, nigga. I
You
got
said
Pop-Tarts.
Skittles are nasty?
Nah, I don't like the regular brand. Now, if you get the pink or the light blue bag, the little tropical junk.
What? Nah,
give 'em
OG Skittles are good, bro.
But the
I
OG,
feel like
I'm
you're a
good.
one-off here. I do not believe that you don't like the red pack.
Yeah.
Not really. Like if I'm going in the store, now if you give me a handful, I'm cool. I ain't gonna be like, nah, they disgusting. If I'm going to the store, I'm not getting the red pack.
Now let's see. I like the berry ones. That's like the light.
Yeah, it's like I'm getting one of them.
Now,
Joints. I'm not
granted,
getting
that's like the burgundy pack, but but the red pack a classic too, though.
The blue
Yeah, the
pack.
red.
Now, don't get them sour ones. Your gums gonna be bleeding.
This is in the chat, man. When I was a little kid,
The roof of your mouth.
Yeah, right. No, for real though.
when I was a little kid, I used to smack them bitches. Can't do it
Yeah,
now.
for
It's too
real.
much. It's too much.
Hey,
When
y'all
you
know,
couldn't process sugar yet, you were still kind of new.
man. Nah, the best thing is some hot fries, boy. Hot Cheetos. Them hot
Yeah,
fries.
they
They
got-
don't,
Chester fries.
yeah, them Chester fries. They don't get old. They don't
Nah,
get
hot
old.
fries better.
You know, I got some good chips actually.
The only thing about chips now is they so goddamn expensive, bro.
They are, bro. Well,
No, rap snacks. Nah, not the little baby Jones.
These next level, man.
oh, that's
These
wicked.
next level.
That's wicked.
These next level. All of it. All of it's next level. All of them.
Oh, shout out, little baby.
All of them. How all of them? How all of them good?
Oh, there's the Migos, the Cardi B's, all this.
Y'all got Lay's y'all don't like.
The Lay's, I don't like the wavy.
Salt and
Jones.
vinegar.
I don't
Y'all
like.
got Ruffles y'all don't
I
like.
I hate salt and vinegar chips. I hate salt and vinegar
Salt and
chips.
vinegar.
Y'all got Pringles y'all don't like.
Nah,
Salt and
No, I
vinegar.
like all the Pringles. I ain't gonna.
I
You
like
like
all
all
the
the
Pringles.
Pringles?
all
All
the
of them?
Pringles.
I don't like the
Yes.
jalapeno.
Okay, that's one.
Rap snacks like that.
None of these that I don't like, fam. I ain't never heard nobody say, "Yeah, I don't like them. I don't like those ones." I've always heard those. I like these better.
Right.
I like these more. These my favorites right here.
These are great, but these are
straight,
excellent.
These my favorites. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever really hear. I don't like this. Hey, we
I'll
talking
tell
about
you
rap
what.
snacks. You had these? You had rap snacks before?
Nah. I'll tell you what, with them Doritos, if a nigga got the blue bag of Doritos, I'm like, damn, y'all ain't got the red bag, man. Like,
What? Cool
I don't wanna
Ranch.
get sidetracked. I don't want to get sidetracked. Hey, you ain't never had rap snacks?
bro, I feel like no, I've never had them.
When you coming back here, let me know and I'll make sure I get you some because you need it.
Okay, but they're good. They're that good.
No, it's not that good. It's that great.
Mm.
Okay.
It's not that good. See, I think I asked them the same question. I asked if they had you like Ruffles, right? You like Ruffles?
Yeah, I like Ruffles.
You like Ruffles? You got a flavor you don't like?
This nigga.
I mean, no, if we got like Ruffles, like I'm gonna eat the white ones, the orange ones, like
I'm just asking if it's a flavor you don't like. If somebody say, "Yeah, I got Ruffles, but I got these," you like, I'm good.
no, I'll eat any ones that pop up.
That okay? All right. What about
I'm not
Doritos? You got Doritos you don't like? Y'all
Yeah,
Doritos?
I don't like the Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh man, Cool
Like, I hate
Ranch.
those Doritos.
You
I
a
be-
garbage ass
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah. Cool Ranch be smack, boy. I love some Cool Ranch. Cool
We
Ranch be
just
going
about to say you
crazy.
something, but you fucked it up. We blew his line.
You
Cool
know
Ranch
what?
go crazy. Yeah.
It's gross, man. I'd rather have nacho cheese.
It hurt to hear that, but I gotta stick to the point. Even though that one really got me, I gotta stick to the point.
Mhm.
It ain't gonna be none of these you don't like, dog.
Okay.
It's none of these you don't like. I can't believe I just heard her say I don't like the blue Doritos. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wicked. That's wicked. That's
like,
wild.
You don't like when they get on your hands, on your fingers.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
done got through a lot of them. You already know it's taking up too much. It's like I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep eating them.
The nacho cheese.
You don't like that?
That's how I be
I
with
like
hot
the
Cheetos
nacho
too.
cheese ones. I don't like that with the blue ones.
You wicked, boy. You wicked.
Hey, y'all like the Takis.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Some Takis.
I'm sorry.
If you like Takis,
Takis-
no, that's cool food, bro. You a cool, bro. You a cool if you like Takis.
Takis is alright, but it's just too much.
Nah,
At
you
20 at
nah,
22,
you a
it's too
cool.
much.
You a
It
cool,
is a
bro.
lot.
You a cool, bro. If you like Takis, bro.
Man.
You a
And then
cool.
And then they came up with the baby blue Jones. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
bro,
they
we
came out the
going
blue
now.
flame, the blue flame.
I haven't had those. Hold on real
Yeah.
quick.
I think I
Barbara
had-
Quinn.
I had the what's the ones? The Boosie Badass like Louisiana hot Jones. Them motherfuckers was gas.
Oh, the boozy ones.
Yeah, little Boosie Jones. The only problem with buying chips now is, bro, it's like $1. That bag probably like $1.65. That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, for real. Like the $2 hot fries bag, that shit like $2.50. I was like, God, what?
It's crazy. I remember inflation. That's crazy.
No, for real, bro. Like,
That joint was $1.
Cause I
Y'all
remember.
remember how the Dollar Tree changed to the $1.25 tree now?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah,
How y'all feel about that?
that's life. Can't do
it
nothing.
is. You know, it's the economy, bro.
What was your situation when you first found out? When you was in there? Were you in there when you first found out?
Nah, I wasn't in there. I was just like,
Let me tell you, I was in there. When I saw, I felt bad because it was a lady in there that clearly wasn't used to it being $1.25 tree. And watching this lady, like, God bless her soul, but watching this lady reevaluate her cart in the Dollar Tree was like a spectacle.
That's wicked.
Like I felt like I was experiencing something. I feel like I was experiencing something that the average person wouldn't be able to experience. Like they would probably hear about it. Like, did you hear that this $1.25 now? Like I was there seeing a person learn about it while in the process of purchasing with the money in mind already as to what they would be paying. So she confident because I'm behind her. She confident. Hand her the money, exact change. She knew what she came to get. That price ain't add up, and clearly she didn't have it. And she ain't really getting none. It was about 7 things. So it really wasn't really that big of a jump and how much money she had to pay, but she just didn't have it. And she was like, why would y'all even up the prices without telling anybody? I didn't get an email. I didn't get a call.
Man.
Like she's making a mess in this Dollar Tree down in Broward. And I'm like, oh no, this is not happening like this.
He used to have 75
This
cents.
is not happening in front of me.
75 cents, 2 liters. 75 cents, 2 liters.
The what's some Jones called? The big ass like
Dr.
blue
Thunder.
nigga.
Dr. Thunder, nigga. Dr. Thunder. Cola.
Y'all
Just
remember-
cola. Just
Y'all remember
cola.
Y'all remember satisfaction of quarters to buy something? Like, yes, $1.50. We got 6 quarters. All right, let's get it. Y'all get like a couple things of candy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Nah, with
fuck
it,
up.
nah.
Couple things of
Bro,
candy.
it used to be rough going. Let me tell y'all why it used to be rough going over Dad's house,
Way
bro.
really bad.
I get allowance from my mom. I'm like, bet I got $20. I spent a weekend at my dad's. That shit gone. Cause niggas like we all hungry. Niggas gotta buy a fucking dinner box from Pizza Hut. That
Oh yeah.
shit. I used to be blown, bro. I used to be like, I can't save for shit over here.
Nah, you can't.
I swear, as a little kid, bro, you going to corner store with $5.
Bro.
You can get you a little some Twizzlers. You can get some Laffy Taffy for like 25 cents.
Yeah.
That shit I ain't never seen. I don't even know if you can get candy for like
You
change.
probably can't even buy them individually no more because
Nah. All that shit gone. You
That
can't
shit-
get no snacks for no dollar, no nothing.
Damn, not the $1.25 stuff.
I was upset when chips went to $1.25, bro.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm telling you, man, them hot fries, bro. I was like, damn, how the
That's
$1 bag
$1.50.
coming in $2 territory?
Yeah, it's
Nah,
like
when it
$1.50 now.
Yeah.
when inflation hit me, is I was in Walmart. I was buying regular groceries. Nigga, a 10-pound bag of chicken was $32. Nigga, my heart dropped to my damn stomach.
10 pounds of chicken.
But
Of course, it's the chicken with us.
10 pounds of chicken. I'm trying to think.
Of course,
Bruh.
we see it in the chicken. We like, oh no.
The biggest thing
We
though,
know how much chicken
the
costs.
biggest thing that probably hit us all though was that them gas prices. Them fucking gas prices, bro. Them shits was wildin'.
Yeah, nigga
gas
scared
prices.
for real.
Gas prices have people looking at like people that ain't never look at a Tesla before. Like, you know what? Honestly, it might just be the best investment. Hey, you got a 2002 Toyota. What you mean it might be the best investment? You could barely keep that
Better
up.
get a Nissan Leaf.
Oh man.
Hey, man, nah, you know, shout out to my premium gas brethren. You know, we struggling out here, bro. We struggling.
I remember like
premium gas.
Yeah. I must say,
What you got?
yeah. Me and Hayden, we drive the same car. Accuracy.
Yeah.
Hey, can you put premium gas in your car?
You have to.
that's why it lasts so long. My car about to hit 300,000, but it's shit built to last, boy.
Yeah.
Trooper.
Yeah.
Like since that time, boy, I'm like,
If you would have tried to sell that, what would the Kelly Blue Book say?
That should fit 1,200.
that shit going back to my dad. I ain't even thinking about
1,000 miles?
It's
Yeah,
at,
they
it's
built
at
the last, bro.
like 65 right now.
I sold my 04 or 03 Lexus for it was like they gave me like it was less than $1,000 and it had like 250 or 220 miles on it.
Okay.
Yeah, man,
If you sold to somebody,
Honda
you
and
could
Toyotas.
have got more.
I probably could have got like probably 2-3 grand if I would have sold it myself, but it was just a trade-in.
Yeah, he's probably just sometimes it's like money, and then sometimes it's just convenience and shit. Sometimes
Yeah,
you
quick,
just
quick money.
you know,
Yeah.
you're trying to be. Now if you got
Get out of here.
yeah, exactly. For sure.
But yeah, man, pushing.
Yeah, boy.
My silly
But shit, that gas shit, man.
that gas shit killer.
They
I was-
pay $6 in California. I saw that shit. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy. Yo.
Nah,
It's wild
Europe.
over there.
But
But here's
Europe
the thing that's
is nuts.
interesting about living over there. They're getting their own like state governed stimulus just because of gas. Like if you just put
Yeah.
the trade of a car, you getting money back just because they like, hey, look, we know you, we trying to stimulate your, California economy. So we're gonna give y'all some money back so y'all ain't gotta put so much in gas or whatever. But
No, like
Gas
$100K a year ain't
$6
shit in
here.
Cali.
I said
Yeah,
gas for $6 here, man. You can't even call me.
No.
You can't even, you can't even,
I remember
you
when
can't even
gas
call
was
my phone.
$5 for me. I was
Yeah.
struggling.
You can't even call my phone, man. Like, don't
Bro.
call me. Hey, where you at?
2
Home.
gallons
I'm not
at
going nowhere.
$10. And you got a
I was
13
about. I
and you
was
got a
about to start
13
biking to
gallon
work.
tank. You got a 13 gallon tank, bro. That means you spend at least 60, 70 over there. Let's see, 13, so 65 approximately. Because it'd be like 514, 515.
With premium.
Yes. That shit, man, that shit was hurting. I'm so happy to be back at $4. I'll take my $4 any fucking day.
Yeah, we had like 330 something.
Yeah.
yeah, that's where we at.
So basically, we see our future. We see our future. Back in those times, we see.
Where's everyone at right now?
Let me see. I think I seen the lowest
I'm
was
at
like 330.
I'm at
No,
507.
the city.
Oh.
City state.
Richmond.
So 3 of us in Richmond.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm in Tampa.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying that, for the cat,
Yeah, right, for the audience.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course.
Hey, look, Cody
Yeah.
said, "Nigga, I know that."
Yeah, the average right now is like 350 for Virginia.
Yeah.
350.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're below the nation's average.
Yeah, but if it would have hit $6 for me, nigga, I'd start biking to work, bro.
Now my thing,
I'm
is
telling you,
with
bro, I'm
gas,
getting a fucking motorcycle, bro. Bro.
my thing is when niggas be like, damn, the gas went up 10 cents this week. Like niggas who really be watching,
I'll be watching.
You got
don't be watching
to.
me like that. Cause I'm like,
Oh,
you
and
still
you use premium gas? Oh, hell
what
no.
am I gonna do? I'm gonna stop driving to work.
No, but you can complain about it. It feel good to
It's
complain
a
about
necessity.
that gas.
You gotta
Alright.
get from place to place.
All right. So here's what I do, bro. I got an app that already gives me a good 5 cents off, and then I got my Shell membership.
Upside.
My
Get
yeah, upside, yep. So yeah, and then look, then we stack that with my Shell membership. We stack that with my Shell membership. That's an extra 10 cents off, and then on Tuesdays they take 20 cents off premium. So, bro, bro, you got this is a game. You gotta play it, bro.
No, get upside, get on it.
This is a
No,
game.
get upside, get upside.
Yeah, get upside. Yeah, hey, audience, hey, for real, upside. That shit the goat, bro. My roommate, he's like, bro, I got like 300 stack. I said, God damn.
You know, Christmas shopping after the year, you have a solid
Man,
amount.
my shit be hitting 50. I'll be like, I'm gonna take that shit.
You can go to like sometimes certain gas stations give you back way more money.
They do, like,
some of them give you 3 cents, but then some of them give you
especially
30.
with premium, because I'll get like 15 cents back per gallon.
And your end of the year looking nice if you don't touch it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, because for real.
What's the app called? Upside.
Upside.
I'll send you the code. I'll send you the code.
Oh, you ain't.
I'll send you the code. I'll send all y'all the code. I got you.
I said, oh yeah, I bet you will. I bet you will. Look, your end of the year shit gonna look really nice.
I'm gonna send all y'all the code. Get y'all right.
Right. I'm trying to help y'all.
Y'all getting y'all bonus. I want a card at the end of the year.
Hey, you get outside. You'll be on your way.
That shit, and they be having no promotions. They be like, get $10 promotion. I'll be like, God damn.
Oh man,
that's gonna be my side hustle. I'm finna be trapping upside codes, bro.
so check this out, right? So I had to get upside for like 2 years.
Okay.
No, I had it 3 years.
Yeah.
And just recently, I had to do it recently because they wouldn't let me get into my account. I had so much money stacked because in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to just stack. And then Christmas, I'm going to drop. Christmas time, Black Friday, I'm going to just spend all that every year.
Yeah.
I had the first Christmas, I missed it. So I'm like, you know what? No big deal. Got a little cash. I'm gonna just stack the second year. Second year did the same thing. Third year, which would have been last year, it was gonna happen. We deep, so much money back, ready to go. Wouldn't let me log in.
Damn.
Damn.
Let me log in. I was hurt. I tried everything. I called people. You know, you on the phone with
Yeah.
apps. It's different.
Yeah.
Niggas on customer service.
When you're on the phone with apps, like imagine calling Twitter, like, hey man, like who do you talk to? Who's the
Right, yeah,
manager?
right.
I said, listen, I need this. I need this.
Hold on,
If you don't mind me
hold on,
asking, how much
Jashawn,
did you have on there?
get your camera right. It's
I
frozen.
had because each year I was able to get about 200. So 3 years saved up. That's Christmas. A good one.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
a
that-
I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna try that out. Cause yeah, once I hit like 10 or 15, I'm broke. Oh, I'll be. But yeah,
bro. I say, bro, if you can hold out, because it's money you're not seeing anyway.
right.
Just use it at the end of the year or like Black Friday because you can get it all at once. Do it a
Yeah.
week before,
I love buying
and then you
nice
just start
things.
over. Yeah, that could be like I call it my Christmas expense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a Christmas expense. This is only the first year, unfortunately, where I don't get to use it.
Right.
Tragic. I mean, I guess I get to use it. I don't get to use it in a sense of this is my first year redoing it.
But you know, shout out to that Get Upside. You feel me? That Upside. Yeah.
Now we putting
Yeah.
y'all on, putting each other on.
That was heat.
There will be a code in the description. Yeah.
Yeah, put it on the video. You get the viewers. I'll just get the ones that's here.
You know, it'll be in the description. Also, Patreon's in the description. Oh,
What goes on in the Patreon?
so the Patreon, you basically get into this Discord. So like, you know, if people want to chat with us, you also get priority on topic selection. So that's another thing. And, you know, you get your own exclusive chat room in the Discord as well. So you know,
nice.
So the general one, that's the Land of the Bastards, and then you got the Bastard headquarters. That's like, you know what I'm saying. And then you got the Elite headquarters. That's the exclusive voice chat. You know what I'm saying? It's for people who just you know. And also we got a separate text. This not Discord related, but we got a separate text channel also that's song recommendations. Cause when we was talking about top 5 rappers, niggas was throwing songs left and right.
Yeah,
Who was the top 5? Who was the top 5? We ain't gotta do it. I'm just saying because I'm just asking. Who was y'all?
We're gonna sum it up. For me, my 5th was Joey Badass. My 4th was I think
top 5 rappers.
Yeah.
What do we mean? Like rappers of all time?
Personal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, personal.
gotta put that in
Okay,
the
yeah, you're right.
title.
I'm weak because actually no, we did put that in the best. We did put that in the title.
No disrespect to Joey Badass. I just wasn't
Yeah,
expecting.
no, but no, it was personal. It was personal. It was personal. Do you still want to hear him?
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing to debate when
It's
just
subjective. Okay, all right,
yeah,
all right, cool. Then we're gonna leave it there then. All right, but yeah.
I'm curious. I would like to know who, because Joey Badass for number 5 is. I think I'm seeing a space. I think. Do you like Toby Lou?
I never heard of him.
You like Logic?
Nah, I mean back in
Don't
high
like
school,
Logic?
back in high school, but then that nigga fell off.
You heard his last album, his most recent?
I heard it was good, and I did,
It was.
and I
His
did,
last
and
two
I
was
and I
good.
did like No Pressure. So
His last 2 was good. I'll say this as a Logic fan. Wow.
yeah, it don't got the same ring. It don't got the same ring no more.
You know what I'm saying? But
the Rat Pack.
Right, yeah,
like-
part of the rap.
bro, I'm gonna tell you
that's
this.
crazy.
Peace, love,
My-
positivity.
My relationship with Logic's music has been all over the place because when he
No, for
made
real.
The Incredible True Story, I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah. See, that's what we was on. We was
This is the best thing I've ever heard. Like I put it up there with some of my top albums.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was just looking for it. I was looking for it. I was looking for more. And then it didn't happen. And then he dropped No Pressure. And I'm like, ooh, this is fine. He could have made Under Pressure, Incredible True Story, No Pressure, Vinyl Days.
Damn, niggas really be sitting on everybody like that. Niggas be
No,
what?
everybody's
I love
everybody.
that album. I was the only person I do who like that album.
Why you like that album? You like Black Spider-Man?
I don't. But fuck, let's
Like on
see.
that. What's your favorite song on Everybody?
What's my favorite song on Everybody?
You like the Suicide joint, Jordan Lucas song.
That shit garbage, boy.
Nah, I liked it when it first came out, but no, my favorite song on that. Fuck.
Those
Man.
his best song?
No.
Africarian?
You got. I love that. Yeah, I do like that song. Yeah.
That's the only song that he got on there.
No. You know, you got America. You got Ink Blot. You got fucking I ain't gonna cap it.
Hated rap ink block to me. Hated.
Oh my goodness. I ain't listening to
He
Logic.
ain't listening to that shit.
Yeah, I ain't.
I mean, but I don't mean it's good or not.
I'm saying
listen to that album either.
That album. I won't say it's terrible. It was mainstream. It was for the people.
And then I love Hallelujah. I love that first track, Hallelujah. I like that
I
track.
thought it was for the people. It was just for the people that didn't really listen to Logic.
And Take
But
It Back.
wanted to see Logic
You gotta
succeed.
Take It Back. You got motherfucking
Take it back, take it way back, take it way back to the first
like,
night.
you got
I just thought it was too much. I feel like when he said he was gonna name the album Africarian, I was cool with that.
that
but
third
it had too
song.
much
That
fruit.
third song was cringy though. I forgot what it's called. When he was like ass, titties, pussy, money, and weed, some shit. But that shit was corny.
Something out.
So okay, all right.
Like I heard the album, like I really wanted to love it. Like I have if I had my snap still, I have when he dropped Black Spider-Man, I remember how emotional I was.
Mm-hmm.
I remember how emotional I was because I think that came out after did that come out after what was J. Cole's album? The
For Y'all's Only?
yes, that came out after that.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
everybody
So-
came out in 2017, so yeah.
Okay, so remember when he dropped Everybody Gotta Die on the back of the truck?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was a moment for me. I was like, oh, I was just about to start listen to the new little joints. Like when I say little joints, like I'm talking about little pump. Look, I was about to give him a shot. There was nothing going on.
100 on the
I'm
wrist,
like,
80 on the wrist.
let me go and listen to him and see what's up with the streets talking about. And then
Yeah,
I saw that it said it on YouTube 15 minutes ago. He dropped. And the layout was beautiful. I was like, good, we got music back. That's what I thought I was gonna get when Logic dropped Black Spider-Man, because I think that was the first video he put out
Yeah.
for everybody. But we had heard Africarian on Bobby Tarantino, I think 2, or 1, like the mixtape joint.
Yeah.
Probably Bobby. That was probably the second one because I heard the first one. I don't remember that track. So
Okay, so Bobby 2, he put out a little excerpt of Africarian, and I remember hearing the excerpt, and I'm like, this next album is gonna be crazy.
Oh, no, because Bobby Tarantino 2 came after everybody.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
Bobby Tarantino
So it was
1.
it was the first one, yeah.
When he did Bobby Tarantino 1, he put a snippet in there. I think it was called Studio Ambience.
Oh, and it had that track in there? I didn't know that.
That was Africarian. It felt like everything in my blood.
Yeah.
Something in my blood. It was in there. Oh my. Like
Right.
we thought that was. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be the next album songs. This is gonna be crazy. It just didn't. That
I get
was
what
the
you
best
mean,
song on the album.
because that is the best song on the album. It is.
That's the best song on the album. So I'm like, dang, like it killed me. It killed it for me because I'm like, yo, if he got this and he just giving that away,
Right.
I can't wait to hear what he got for us.
Right. No,
So when he dropped Everybody, I was just like, this a Grammy. It's gonna get the awards. But
Okay, yeah, because a lot of people, so it's like a sellout album in a way.
and I don't even like that. I'm gonna just say commercial.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It was a commercial album because I don't want to call it a sellout because it succeeded. It did a good job.
Right.
But it was a more commercial album where like he was able to, he had the budget, he had who he worked with? Def Jam behind him, I think. I think he had the Def Jam budget behind him. He had the stage, the people on the stage. He had the 1-800 joint, like he was touching everybody, like spiritually and connecting with them, like, that was big, but for me, it just didn't sit well. I didn't feel like I was getting Bobby.
It's okay. Like it wasn't better than The Incredible True Story. Yeah, no. So
No, definitely.
even close. But I guess it performed better. I think
Yeah.
it performed better. You know, I thought the Under Pressure was his. What is it like? What it was his? What is Michael Jackson's album before Thriller?
Off the wall.
Off the Wall. That was his Off the Wall. And then no, I'm sorry. Incredible True Story was his Off the Wall because it was so great, but everybody was the one that got the recognition, which Thriller got the recognition.
I
Still
got you.
do.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's good. It's just the difference between Thriller and the Thriller and everybody is that
Yeah.
people.
So Incredible True Story is the underrated one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
It's not underrated by the cult fan base. It's not underrated. That's the greatest one.
But like overall, general, like if you look at it,
Like to my sister know everybody. She don't listen to Logic, but she know everybody.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She know everybody. She don't listen to Logic, but she know everybody. But I'm like, yo, Caitlin, if you just hear Under Pressure,
Right. She know 1-800.
you will not like this album.
She know 1-800.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you hear Incredible True Story, you won't like this album.
Right.
But if you didn't hear it, you would love this album.
So yeah, my fifth was Joey. My fourth was I need to go through it actually. Let me open it.
I know my fifth was Freddie Gibbs.
Give me y'all top threes. I want y'all
Top three, Kanye, YoungBoy, and Kendrick.
Is that the order or is that no order?
No, that was in order.
Order from 1 to 3 or 3 to 1?
3 to 1.
Kendrick number 1, YoungBoy number 2 over Ye.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just a wild pick.
Like
yeah, I wasn't ready for
I'm about to say that threw everybody off. That threw everybody. I said that threw everybody off.
See, but I don't really listen. I don't really know YoungBoy's music that well. Like I know he's huge. I know he's huge.
No, he good. It's just a weird.
It's his audience. This is audience, bro. I promise.
It's just a wild pick.
It's the audience, bro. Like the audience throw it off, bro. Cause it's just like
who's your top three? Say it again.
It was Kanye, YoungBoy, and Kendrick.
See, like it's like Kanye, Kendrick, and then you throw NBA YoungBoy. It's like okay, something off.
Yeah,
something off.
Where are we right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
and you know, my fourth was Denzel Curry. You feel me? Because Denzel slept on. I put that on everything.
Oh yeah, Denzel's nice. Yeah, he's nice. Definitely slept.
I had to
You
throw
like
that in.
Denzel Curry? You like Kenny Mason? You ever heard of Kenny Mason?
I have. I need to listen to it though.
He nice. And Redville, him and Redville.
Oh, you talking about
nice.
that producer, right?
Nah, no, that's Kenny Beats. I'm talking about.
Oh, this is a
Kenny
different
Mason.
one.
Kenny Mason, a rapper. He a rapper. He be over there. He be by Dreamville. I don't know if he with Dreamville, but he be over there. He be by there. He be by there.
Okay. That's probably why. That's probably why I don't really know him.
Yeah, he be up by Dreamville. Him and Redville. I like Redville too. I think y'all would like both of them. Okay. If you like Denzel Curry, I think you would like both.
That's a bet.
That's a bet.
But yeah,
it's a bet.
Oh yeah, so yeah, y'all can go through y'all. But yeah, you know, my top three was very polarizing.
I'll go 2 to 1. Oh wait, you got yours?
I think I got mine. I think mine was from top to bottom. It was Kendrick, Cole, and Jay-Z. I think.
Yes. It was Cole, Kendrick, then Jay-Z.
Something like that.
Yeah, mine was Lil Wayne, Kanye to Jay-Z. Worst to best.
Mine was
like y'all really listen to his music?
Yeah.
Or y'all just saying he the best because he's the best?
Nah, American Gangster, that album is hard, nigga. I love that motherfucker.
Like I listen, I'll be on some Jay-Z.
Nah, hating a Jay-Z.
Favorite Jay-Z album?
The Blueprint.
I ain't really listening.
You're American Gangster. What's yours, Hayden?
Hard Knock Life.
What's that, Volume 2?
Yeah, that's the joint with
No, it's Volume 3. It's Volume 3. No, it's Volume 3.
No, Volume 3 in terms of Sean Carter. That's a joint with that joint got Dope Man, Big Pimpin'. That one's good too. I like Volume 2 more though. Cause I don't know.
Volume was in my life. I don't know. Is that Volume 1?
I think Volume 1 is in my life.
American Gangster.
No, but Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. That's the one with him on the car hood, the hand on the car hood. That ain't hard, man. That's some.
I've only listened to 444 full lengthly. So that's the only project I can claim. But I do
Really?
love.
That's the only one you
Yeah.
need.
But I love that project. So
That one's good too.
I love
But it's like
444.
you got
You
new
don't know the
Jay.
characters though. So how are you so attached to it?
You said what?
Like, how are you so attached to it when you don't really know who the characters are? Like he's talking about a lot of people that he been talking about for years.
It's
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that's it.
That's one of them albums where you gotta like, you just gotta be on Google while you listen to it.
It's one of them joints. Okay.
Which one?
444.
Oh no, great. That album to me, I heard that in I think it was 2017 when it came out.
yeah. Mhm.
I was working at a law firm, and when I heard it, I was like, "Yo!" Like I knew this was gonna do something, and it did. It definitely did something amongst us for sure. Something happened when you put out 444 and people listened to it. Like, I mean, there was a clear split. Like, if you love Future at the time, and you were the youth that loved Future at the time was not listening to that album.
Yeah.
Right.
Do that many people really listen to Future? I feel like I don't
A
know.
lot of people
Niggas
listen to
love
No,
Future,
like,
bro.
I feel like I don't personally know anybody who like their favorite rapper is Future.
women. I know a lot of
Crazy.
women that listen to Future.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Cause
They
like
love
Young Boy, Young Thug, I heard before. I hear everybody but Future, but people like, yeah, Future is like I guess I get the influence, but like people be talking about Future like that's their favorite rapper.
No, they do.
I'm like, I don't really hear it.
I can understand. Some people look at Future as like one of the greats.
Yeah, because I mean, that man did have a good run.
And it was
Solid,
weird. Like
solid.
that Drake, the one with him and Drake, that first collab album they
Oh
did,
yeah, what time to be alive?
But that shit was good.
smoked it.
Big teams,
Shit.
big rings, whatever it was.
Shit, Dirty Sprite 2.
Dirty Sprite 2 was good.
Shit, Mask Off.
Yeah.
Hey, that song Mask Off, that shit was gay.
March Madness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Codeine Crazy.
That was crazy.
Codeine Crazy. Yeah, that's a real one right there. Codeine Crazy.
No, I know people.
Crazy when
I know he
Bro,
was big. It's just
that
I don't
nigga made
expect
Low
him
Life
to
with the
be a rapper.
Weekend, bro. That Low
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah. Low life. That's my shit. That shit still go crazy.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you, that shit go dummy. But yeah, no.
whose list was that?
That's just Sean's list. But we just went through both of ours. It was Jay-Z. Well, mine was Jay-Z to Kanye to Lil Wayne. And that's like personal, like from my experience with all those rappers. But yeah.
His was Cole,
Mine
Kendrick, and Jay-Z.
And mine is Kendrick, Jay-Z, and Eminem.
M.
Yeah.
Hey.
M. Why you like? Why
Hey,
M?
Cody, why you look like that, bro?
I mean, I wasn't expecting M. Like, I mean, I should expect M, but I wasn't expecting M.
Is it
I'm
the new
curious.
albums? Is it the new albums putting you off?
I'm curious. Yeah, what is it about Eminem
It's
that was like, yeah, top 3?
As a lyricist, because I like lyrical rap more than like vibe rap. He still got it. Like even with his newer albums, like the nigga can still put words together better than anybody on earth.
Yeah.
So I'm not. So you like when you say lyrical, you like words, people that rhyme words, or are you talking about like people that like say stuff like they have like the big messages or whatever, like a story,
like a combination of the like putting words together, story, and message.
So you like Stan?
I like that.
Oh, that's a hard ass
To
song.
me, it was overplayed because I was old enough to be able to consume music at that time. Yeah. So like
What was the last
heard it
thing
a
M
lot
talked
as a
about? Like what was the last like subject matter in which M?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He actually brought up in the Music to Be Murdered By album. He brought up
I like that album.
mass shootings and darkness. He also got into, he was still dissing Trump, because when that nigga when a nigga mess with him, he he will hold a grudge for the rest of it. This nigga was still talking about Ja Rule and shit. But
Do you think
what
Eminem is? You think Eminem washed?
Yes.
I'm asking. I'm asking. I'm
I'm
asking.
asking
I'm
him.
asking.
Man, he's a
The
stand for
listener.
real. He is washed up.
Let me ask the listener. The listener is M. If you heard that M was coming out with an album next month, are you excited for it?
I'm agree with you. Yeah, because
You
he
telling
doesn't
you
do
telling
he
everybody
doesn't do.
about it? You telling?
Listen, I was gonna say he hasn't really done in his last couple albums. He hasn't really done any promo. He's kind of just dropped them.
Yes, yeah.
So like it's kind of hard to say when the album, like his last, excluding the greatest hits album, his last two albums haven't had promo. They just been surprise drop. So it's kind of hard to, at least in recent memory, to say if I would be excited if he would drop an album when he hasn't really had any promo.
Do you think the reason why he doesn't have promo is because he would be he would be too big a subject for scrutiny?
I think I think it was due to the scrutiny of uh, the last album he did with promo when he released a track list that had a lot of features that a lot of people didn't
Was
like.
that Kamikaze? No, that was before
No,
Kamikaze.
that was Revival. Yeah, that was before
Yeah, that's before.
Kamikaze was a surprise drop.
Kamikaze was I was surprised drop. That was a cool album.
I like
I think-
Kamikaze, my favorite.
I think M, because he had been such a heavily budgeted superstar for so long, I think that now he kind of has to do the surprise drops because he was so big at one point. Remember, like the recovery era, he was like huge. It seemed like he was up there with. I might be sounding kind of crazy when I say this, but he was like up there with Wayne when Wayne was at his,
Yeah,
you know, height.
he was.
Like, so when the recovery and all that, like we not gonna get that. Like once he got that Rihanna joint and had the formula, like he tried to do it again with Beyonce with Walk on Water, and it just didn't quite. It didn't quite hit, and that's unfortunate because it's Beyonce. And there's no disrespect to either of them. It just didn't quite do it like they just wanna stand there and watch me burn. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't hit the same as
Right.
you know. So
You want to hear something crazy though? From at least reactors, because I love. I got into reaction channels around the time Kamikaze came out, so I will watch a lot of retroactive reactions to the Revival album. And you know how people like X amount of time goes by, they'll revisit an album. A lot of people have actually, and this is from personal, like, personal research, have actually gone by and say, like, yo, the album wasn't, a lot of people prematurely shitted on the album, and it was kind of group think when it came to the album.
recovery.
Oh, no, Revival.
Oh, okay, Revival. Okay. Yeah, I didn't care for it.
When a lot of people went back and listened to it just as an individual, just as an album, like a lot of people went back and were like, yo, it wasn't as bad as people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, is it? But, that nigga still that nigga. Like, him and Jay-Z will always have that because those are the first two rappers I got into. Like,
Yeah, those your guys.
yeah.
I used to love M. I remember when he dropped Rap God. I thought that was crazy. I thought that was crazy. I'm like, what are they gonna do with this guy? And then it just kind of got like. Then I got into Logic. And then I just wasn't interested anymore.
Yeah, because Logic definitely like a branch.
Offspring.
Yeah, like I got into Logic. I learned about Kendrick. Like it was around all that was around the same time.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Like 2011, 2012. Yeah.
Yeah, Swimming Pools was out. You know, Rigor Mortis. We had her. You know, ADHD by Kendrick had dropped. Like
ADHD's a masterpiece, bro. That shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got in the Kendrick Lake.
bro. No,
Yeah,
all
man.
right, all right.
So,
Look, all right,
I was trying
look,
to put this nigga on like freshman year of high school, bro.
look,
And he
bro.
was
He
just
tried
like,
to really
nah.
help you out.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm
Yeah, he was
happy.
like,
I'm gonna tell you
nah,
why I'm
I
happy
got
I
you.
got into Kendrick when I got into Kendrick. I have not appreciated it as much as I did when the time I got into it, bro. When I got into Kendrick, that's when I first moved out to Norfolk. You know, I'm like in this area I barely know. And bro, it's just, bro, it's like To Pimp a Butterfly is my favorite album of all time.
All
Like,
time.
yes, all time. Like, To Pimp a Butterfly it's
Oh, we got to do that next. Like our top albums of all time.
yeah. I
Dang,
mean,
That's tough.
shit. I mean,
I
That was-
because I have non-rap albums.
I mean,
in
we
my
could
top
do.
albums of
That's
all
fine. It's
time.
just music, bro. It's just music. I mean,
Yeah,
we could.
just
I mean,
me.
we could do that next time. Hey, shit. I mean, Cole, would you be interested in doing that?
Yeah, you got to
Cause
drop your
I'm about to
top.
say, we gotta have a Cole part two. You feel me? Like,
Oh yeah. Of course, y'all had me. Just hit me up. I'm down. This was
top
fun.
5 albums.
But
shit.
my albums is like I can give y'all my top. I can give y'all probably my top 3 right now. Like
Okay.
It's all right.
not
Just save
albums
it.
though, just artists.
Okay.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Go. All right. Go ahead.
My top 3, excluding the Incredibles, like Michael Jackson and
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. Like it would have to be Kendrick, Tyler the Creator, and I have a hard time with it, but I'm gonna just put J. Cole as of lately.
What's your hard time with J. Cole, man?
The reason why I have a hard time with J. Cole is because J. Cole, when he made Forest Hill Drive and On, I have not been disappointed. In fact, and I came on to I learned about J. Cole around the warm up drop. I was like in middle school or something like that, and I felt like I had been there. I had been there with. I learned about, which is weird. I learned about J. Cole shortly after I learned about uh, Drake.
Mhm.
So when that happened, I'm like, oh, okay, the warm up, this is cool. Then we got the one album with Forbidden Fruit and the other song with
Born
Ariana
Center.
Grande. Which one is that? I think that's
Born
Born
Center.
Center. Yeah, Born Center. And then I remember I was like, we right there. I feel like we right there. And then when Forest Hill Drive dropped, I'm like, this is it. Like I remember when I heard Forest Hill Drive, like this is the one. This is the it factor. And it was that. Like, and it was the triple platinum, no features. Like, great, here we go. And then after that, he was just in a different bag. Like after, like when KOD came, when he changed his flow, and he was like, wow, niggas was coming my style, blowing
Yeah. Like.
my like
Yeah.
when he changed that flow, like he at that point to me, he was identified. Like he was like, this is
Right.
my pocket now. And it could be somebody else's pocket, but if it is, I don't know. But when he got that pocket, he was able to put that pocket anywhere. And it's just been getting better since. Like, and I feel like since then, every time he's rapped, I'm learning, I'm experiencing something. Versus like let's say like a M after rap guy, I just felt like he was just rhyming mad good. I'm
Right.
like, yo, ain't nobody put words together like this guy here. But when I listen to Cole got that feature with Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like people forget about that. That song was cool. It was smooth. The video was dope. Like that's why he's in the top. That's why he's in the top 3. But because of his work prior to Forest Hill Drive, Logic's album, which was Incredible True Story, is like it's so hard for me to just be like, I can't. So
No,
I
I
would.
feel that. Yeah. I'm saying like pre 2014. Like I can't get with it. I can't
It's
get with it.
kind of boring. It's like Nas. You could see his inspiration from Nas, but you can think all of the artists, like a lot of artists, are like that. Like their earlier albums, they sound like somebody
Yeah.
else.
They
They sound
emulate.
like
I mean, that's where it comes from. It comes from emulation.
Yeah.
You know.
Like
yeah.
I mean, like my music, I sound a lot like Kanye and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's who you're inspired by. You know,
I've never. Where can I hear your music? Where can we hear your music?
it's on all platforms.
Well, I don't know what would I type in. I don't know.
Oh, you was typing Dejan, my first name. Cause it's an interesting name. But
What's your rap name?
Dejan.
His
Yeah.
name.
That's his name.
So how's it interesting? What makes it interesting?
What makes my music?
Well, I mean, no, that's that. I don't mean it that way.
Oh,
like,
you talking about the music,
what?
right?
Yeah, like what? Oh, is the music? Is that what you were saying was interesting, or what you saying? Your name?
Oh, my name. I was saying my name. Yeah.
Yeah, the spelling you gotta.
Yeah.
It's a pretty intricate way you spell it. So
Okay,
you know.
well, make sure it's in the description too, man.
Yeah. I'll have that.
Make sure the
there.
people know.
Yeah, it's also on my It
The
got
people.
I would say I don't got my Instagram list on here, but it's on my little link tree drink too. But yeah, that's definitely how a lot of people start off. You start off emulating. I mean, like right now, I've been honing in on producing more. Like I've been producing for about 2 years, but it was more about I was more of a composer than a producer, I would say back then. Cause it's like, yeah, I would make a beat, but it was more like I connect pieces, like it was already pre-made loops and I would just connect those pieces where now I'm trying to organically make drum patterns and melodies and stuff like that. So that's what I've been tinkering with recently. But yeah,
No, that's incredible.
but like just with that process too, how do you start that? Like I think an album recently that I love the production of. I love the production of Mr. Morale. Like it's Mr. Morale and it's late registration. I love that orchestrated sound. Like it's
Bro,
not no heavy 808s, just a good drum set, violins, pianos. Like that's like United in Grief. Like I love that song because it's just a piano, doom doom doom, and like every time that piano riff ends, that's when he just start rapping again, like like it all connects. And then when that second half come in, you hear the drums like do 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 do, like
Yeah, it's more like this kind of jazzy.
and then once
It's
and then
jazz.
once he calm it down, like I agree different. Then the pianos come in, doom doom doom, like it's just
then the
like
drums come back.
it's next level. Yeah, like it's next level, bro. Or like the little echoes, like like it's just like, bro, it's so much to decompose. Or like with Savior, I love Savior too.
You know,
another one.
that's why, and that's for what you're talking about. That's why I have Tyler as my 3.
Yeah, I love Tyler because the synthesizers. I love how
He's-
good he is. Easy, he definitely goated at that.
He's created his own sound, and now it sounds good to the people.
It do
And
like
can't nobody else do it.
I
He's
love.
gonna be able to create a branch of. There's gonna be people that hear Tyler that create music like Tyler. And I
Yeah,
cannot wait for that.
I think it's like that with him and Childish Gambino. I think it's like that with
Yeah.
both of them. Cause like Gambino, like Tyler and Gambino, they were similar to me in the beginning because both of them were kind of like Kanye offsprings, and then like yeah, they just went in their own direction. But yeah, it's like you said, like, cause I dibble dabble with Tyler every now and then. Like I listen to Wolf, I listen to Cherry Bomb. I actually listen to a lot of his albums. I think pretty much all of them. But the one that really stuck with me the most is Call Me If You Get Lost. That's been the one that's like how you say 2014 with Cole was
You
like
Igor?
Igor. It won't for me. It won't for me. It won't for me.
I think it's interesting that you feel that way about Igor, but like how different Mr. Morale was, because that one's kind of different too.
Yeah,
And for Pimp Butterfly to be your number 1, I would
man,
think you would like.
it's crazy because like one day I'm like Mr. Morale is my number one, and the next day I'm like nah. Like it's always it's a never ending battle with those two because they're two drastically different things to me. Like
Have you heard Flower Boy, the album?
yeah, I love Flower Boy. I gotta re-listen to it though. But like when that first came out, yeah, that was my shit. Like 911, Lonely, Potholes, November. Like Flower Boy had a bunch of bangers on it for sure.
Marco was really good. I really
Yeah,
like
but
Flower.
like Call Me If You Get Lost. That shit was just different, bro. You got the shit, the What's Your Name with Young Boy. You got the fucking shit with 42 Doug. You got the like Call Me If You Get Lost.
Sweet and Brown Sugar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, sweet. Fuck,
that.
what was the other half called? Like, forgot the dance or some shit with like, bro. I forgot, bro. But that
The
whole
joint with Uzi and Pharrell.
yeah, that shit was good. Like, Call Me If You Get Lost. That's Tyler's like Pablo. It's like it's all the like when I hear Safari, I hear Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Or like when you hear What's Your Name, like I don't know. It's just like it's like a combination. When I hear What's Your Name, like I hear Cherry Bomb. Like it's just like it's a mixture of every like all lumber like think it was called like Lumberjack or some shit. But bro, it's a mixture of everything. But like it's
Too
also
effing young.
it's
That's what I think about. What's your name? It reminds me of Too Effing Young.
mm,
Yeah, true. Like the vocal sound.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
No, I
So
really
yeah,
like seeing his evolution through each album because it's like
yeah, me too. Yeah,
he's stepping more into it, and you know he's always been like had that producer slash rapper vocalist background. So it's like
and it's like with him, it hits more for me because like I said, I'm not the huge. I wouldn't even say I'm a Tyler fan. I'm not. But like
mhm.
that's how strong that evolution was. Like I couldn't avoid it. You couldn't avoid it. Like he was always right there. Like even back when his fan base was what it is today. Like Tyler was just always there. Like what if I
Yeah,
was listening to this person's album or something? Like, oh yeah, new Tyler album just right there. Like okay, so yeah,
He's talented too. Like you
yeah,
said, when
yeah,
he makes
yeah.
music,
Like you can't avoid him. You know what I'm
no, he's
saying?
very.
So yeah, that's that's
It's like seeing
that's why I give
that
him all
the
cherry.
his
Christmas
props.
project for the Grinch was good too.
Which
Yeah,
one?
Yeah, the Christmas project. I played that every Christmas
yeah,
ever since it came out.
for real. They used to play the fuck out of that at my Amazon job, but yeah, that shit was nice. You feel
The
me?
Rich joint. Okay, okay.
Yeah, that shit's nice, and like it fits him. It fits him.
The Lights Off
Yeah.
joint. My shit.
Like he always been good making like darker versions of like brighter subjects. I would say like he just
Yeah.
bro, that's always been his like bag, and like just seeing him like in my opinion like it all connect on Call Me If You Get Lost. With him like Flower Boy was about him announcing himself, his sexuality and all that. Igor was like Igor to me was like a middle ground, like like in a
It was a
process.
love story.
Yeah. In the process, there's a start and there's like an end. Like Igor to me is that middle, that segue. And then when you get to Call Me Get Lost, it's just like, all right, look, I already told y'all who I am. I embrace who I am. I loved and lost. Like this is just me. Like
I'm balling on all y'all too.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
he was
yeah.
saying.
Like
Balling
in
on all
fucking
y'all.
Hot Wind Blows. He's like bada something something something. Treating
The
that
whole
last
album,
verse
like
like y'all
even
niggas ain't
Corso,
say
he,
nothing. Like that's just,
yeah, and on Corso, he's naming his stuff.
yeah. No, of course,
Running
yes,
Hot, French
yes.
Waltz, like he's naming all his stuff. Like he just Rolls Royces and all that.
Right.
Like
And then and at the end of that fucking verse, he's like, "It's T, baby." I'm like, "Who the fuck is you?"
yeah,
Okay, who the
yeah.
fuck is you? Hey
And great
man,
album.
he said I bought me a boat because I'd rather cry in the ocean. He's just like it's T.
Like
He
that's like
got
he's
he
just
got fucking
talking.
DJ
Like he just
drama, the fucking ad libs, bro. He said I tried to
and
tell
the thing
y'all.
is, I like that he rap like that because he actually does have these things now.
Yeah, no, for real.
That's
Like
what makes it different.
right, yeah. So yeah. So I get it. Yeah, anybody who put him like up there, I respect it for sure. Cause yeah, I couldn't avoid that nigga. I could never avoid that nigga.
That's my three.
Okay,
That was my top three.
Okay.
Mhm.
okay. That's
Fuck yeah.
yeah, John. That's right. That's goated. But yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah. But yeah, get into that young boy when you can. You feel me? Yeah, some magic over there. Yeah.
If you're doing any type of like physical activity, listen to Young Boy.
No, shoot, you can listen. All right, so I'm gonna tell you why I put young boy number 2. I can listen to young boy obviously when I'm hyped, obviously when I'm angry. I can listen to young boy when I'm like normal mood.
Nah, that's too much.
When
That's too
I
much.
can listen to young boy when I'm sad. I can listen to young boy when I'm happy. Like any it don't matter what emotion I'm in, bro. I could always cut on. I know it sounds crazy, but I could always cut on young boy. Even if I feel like listening to some, even if I feel like listening to some deep shit, like young boy has that. Like it's just like it's something for every single move. Like, bro, if I'm on like fuck everybody, like I go to that nigga. If I'm like on some, man, I'm not feeling good about myself, I can go to that nigga. If I'm feeling happy, like man, life good. Like, bro, young boy always there. Like he always there, bro.
The way you talk about Young Boy is kind of how I think about these last two Solange albums. Like I could listen to them.
I need to listen to the second one because I did like the first one.
Like and the Solange is totally different. Like it's completely the opposite.
Like I said, I just gotta listen to the second one.
The second one, I think is what is that? When I Get Home. That I like that one more than the one with Cranes in the Sky. Seat at the Table.
Yeah. To that one more. But I played the Cranes in the Sky joint. Not that song. What was that album called?
Seat at the Table.
Seat at the Table, yeah. I still listen to the one she got with Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
And
Fubu. It was called something like that.
It's the album after that, bro. The album after that, you can go that from
Yeah,
the top to the
it was the one
bottom.
where she had
It's
like
some-
the eyelash things on.
yeah,
bro,
Yeah.
you get you a little something or some wine, chill, low light. You can run that whole album through and just
yeah,
chill.
So
that
that's
song,
easy
because that
money.
shit like, I don't know, it sounds like how Moonlight sounds. Like if Moonlight, not the movie, but like the fucking moon in the sky, just the feeling of looking at that motherfucker at like the beach or something in a musical format.
You're definitely outside somewhere.
I got
Yeah,
you.
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
All right,
I
that's
don't know.
easy
I
money.
love how
That's
we
easy
did that.
money. That's easy money then. But yeah,
Yeah,
shit that not.
yeah, boy.
But yeah, okay. So bet we're gonna do this top 5 album next podcast then.
So we doing rap album? I think we should do any album.
Yeah, do
'Cause
any
rap
album, any because we did rappers
I'm
last
gonna have a
time.
hard
So
time.
let's go.
I am too. I am too. I'm really gonna be like,
I don't think I will, bro. Cause I do it by one of my still listeners too. So it gets real.
Okay.
It get
I
you see
could-
yeah you see like it gets real easy to me like I love Starboy but I can't listen to that shit no more.
Yeah, I think
Like-
if I do it like that, it'll be easier.
Yeah, like that's how I chose my artist. Like
Yeah.
I had to be my number. I was like I love Ye, but I be skipping a lot of Ye songs on my playlist. But YoungBoy, I don't skip no YoungBoy songs. I don't skip no Kendrick songs. So it's just like
When I think of favorite albums, there are some albums
Yeah.
where I won't cut off until it's done.
that's how yeah.
Like
That's how.
I can tell you right now, one that'll probably be on there will be probably Currents by Tame Impala.
Oh,
not
what? But
Currents,
still.
After Currents.
Oh, after
The one
current. Oh, cause Currents, boy. Less I know the
Currents was
better.
amazing.
Less I know the
Currents
better.
was amazing. I thought Currents was better than the other one until I really started listening to the other one, and I was connecting too much to the one after because you talking about with his dad, like his relationship with his dad. That album was just like, dang, this was good.
Shit.
Kevin Parker gave it up.
I'm gonna definitely check
You know,
that. I'm
and
gonna
then
definitely check
there's
that.
stuff overseas too. Like I like Dots and Loops. I love that album. I don't understand nothing they saying, but they just do it for me.
Yeah, no,
You know
I
what I'm
get it.
saying?
Yeah.
Be like that. So I'm gonna have to really think about it. I'm gonna have to really think about that.
I'll just be going after like albums that no matter where I am in my life, I can listen to it. Cause like I still listen to shit I got from like middle school, elementary school, and it's like all through life, I can go back to this motherfucker and like the shit like going back home. But I don't know, I might do a mix too, cause there's some albums that's just like, you just be hooked on for a while. Cause
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, bet. Well then, with that, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna conclude this because shit, it's about to be 11:30 already. And
Damn.
I know some of y'all gotta go
yeah,
to
it's
work.
like-
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah. Basically, let's we'll probably either shoot for next Saturday or Sunday. Either one.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, so don't
Saturday,
don't worry.
We can
Cody, you already know I'll keep you updated on everything. And, I mean, yeah, y'all three already know what's up. So yeah. But yeah,
already know what it is.
thank y'all for
Hey
listening.
yo,
What's up?
when we gonna run some fighters online, man?
You got it on
Oh.
Switch, bro. I got it on Xbox.
No, I don't have it on Xbox. I got it on PlayStation and Switch.
Oh, you like that game.
Nah, just because I'm trying to get people involved.
And fighters?
I'll think about it, bro, because that game really, and I use a lot of DLC characters.
It's like $9 now.
Nah,
I can't beat. Oh, and I can get GT Goku for like 2. But see,
It's $9 now, bro.
But see, with the DLC characters I need, it's gonna be 20.
I don't know how y'all do fighting
It's
games.
$20 for everything. Who cares?
Y'all get like fighting games bring up a different type of anger, bro. I don't know how y'all.
They
keep
do,
going.
they
It's
do,
just a
bro.
different type
I
of
just
anger.
now accepted the fact that I'm not gonna be the best in Smash Bros, bro. I gotten used to like losing, bro. Like, cause, bro.
You gotta have fun with it, bro. Like
Now
when you get
listen, when I
you
get
get
into
too much
Tekken,
stuff,
oh, it's over.
you
It's
know,
over.
you know,
Yeah, if you tight, you lost. If you tight, you lost.
Yeah, no,
And
for real though,
gotta
bro.
get
Once you let them
close
niggas get under your
to-
skin, oh, it's raps, it's big rap. And bro, it was easy to do
just-
that with me. It was so fucking easy, boy. And so
Now
yeah,
the funniest thing
I had to learn just to
Smash-
play for fun, bro. And once I did,
Funniest thing that Smash is
Sorry.
when a nigga up, like he up 2 lives, and you on like you in the red, but you like unshaken. Like you don't, it don't even
yeah,
matter.
like, bro, you gonna work for
Play
this. You gonna work for this.
He start playing defensively, like Niggas get scared. They'll make like an error and they'll fall off the stage because they just fucked up their recovery, fucked up their jump. That shit, man, that shit is so funny, bro. It's just like,
But yeah,
bro.
let me put an outro for the podcast real quick. Let me continue this. But yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said, we on Apple Podcasts, we on Spotify, all that good stuff. Subscribe, all of that good stuff. And yeah, peace to all y'all. And I appreciate my guests. I appreciate my co-hosts. They the goats for sure. And just for sure. Catch y'all next time on my block. And that's spinning.